told her only time will tell.
She likes that ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Man, I can't trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches wanna selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and I ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys who walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you here in static, I'ma leave you here in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the four ring up in his grill. That grandma stove top, don't flop. Fuck up the game, like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on the beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie busting. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me the deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Diol on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slick with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back, like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy in case I find any extendo. Licking off shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the bean. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade, like it's wedding day. And yous can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Word to flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face, and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. And some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you died and you died, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rent's due. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4+4, she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note. Yes, yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition. And it's been a strong minute since we've done this crossover, in particular, the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast, where we discuss all things in regards to both Manchester clubs. Of course, with the window open, Manchester United and Manchester City stay in the news. Rumors, of course, the report dropped today that Manchester City are looking at Pedro Neto from Chelsea. So it seems they're trying to strengthen their wide areas because they're looking like Savinio could be leaving. Of course, he got linked to Spurs I think it was in January, he got linked to Spurs, and that deal didn't materialize. But will it materialize now in the summer months? Of course, you got the Rodri conundrum as well. Will Rodri be staying at Manchester City? Will he be leaving? The City keep him for 12 months and then lose him on a free to Real Madrid? Of course, they've been linked to Bawadi as well in that, speaking of their central midfield area. Also, on the Manchester United front, it is all quiet. It's all quiet in terms of rumors and reports. United fans on socials, I see them losing their head. See in my chat, United fans losing in their head. Who is the third midfielder for Manchester United? Plenty of names we've been linked with, from Baliba to Sandenberg to Alex Scott to Kone. It's all a guessing game. And of course, the Lewis Hall links are not going away. United, I go a couple of days ago exploring Lewis Hall. So we'll be discussing all those things plus more. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United or Manchester City related, please, people. Make sure you do both of those things. Big up to everyone in the chat already, everyone who's already locked in. Make sure, though, you pay the taxes when you enter the City of Sarcasm, people. Pay your taxes when you enter the city. Don't worry, it's free, people. The City of Sarcasm is a free state, or free city, I should say, when it comes to taxes. All I need you lot to do is make sure you hit the like button on the video first and foremost. Hit the like button on the video, that thumbs up underneath the video. Make sure you hit that. Share and follow across all of the socials as well. You can see them both on the screen on Twitter and Instagram. At Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. That's at Sarcasm City TV. At Yes It's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram, like I just stated. So retweet, like on Twitter, follow on Twitter, both accounts. Instagram, reshare, share to your story. Again, at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. Please follow both. And just as important, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. It is rolled to 18,000 subscribers. We just recently had the 17K subscriber party, and we're aiming for 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So make sure you do all those things. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Make sure, big up to my guy Blank says, big up Flawless. Hit the likes, pay the tax, people. It's free. I'm gonna get to the super chats as well, Blank. Big up to you. Big up to my guy Sai, who's been kind enough to drop the information in the chat, as he always does. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you for that, side. Appreciate it for real. Big up Akil. Big up Tanmay as well. Big up Real King in the building also. Where else we at? Let's see who else is here. Hey, big up Black Diamond in the court as well. That's a crazy username. I'm just going to call you Good Johnson. Big up to you. Anis, big up to you as well. Big up to Dom in the court. Who else is here? So shouts to everyone who's in the building, man. Big up to everyone that is locked in. And it's good to see new people, because this is a regular background. When people say, oh, we're not used to seeing you in the light, this is a regular background. So it's good to know that new people are here. Is the light too bright, though? This light is shining bright in my face. Big up to my guy Blank for the super chat. Says Money Mace, a sensational replacement for Reinders. Hey, big up, man. Big up Blank for the super chat. And I 110% agree. I don't know if the City lot will. And also goes on to say Money Mace plus Declan Spice, 2 Duracell bunnies. Fairs Blank. But all right, Vader's not here yet. He will be here shortly, but you know, because the show hadn't been on so long, I thought rather than just get one great City fan, let me get 2 great City fans. So we got Yan City in the building. Yes, Yan, what are you saying? You good?
Yeah, all good. How are you?
I'm all blessed. It's been a minute since we spoke on stream, as we were saying before the stream.
I've been missing in action.
You have been, well, obviously you've been working and stuff like that. So yeah, you've been working. So yeah, Jan, where to start with you? Like, you know what? Let's why did you say?
Why
did you say, "Oh God"? What's up? Talk to me. This is a safe space.
You know what? It's mad. I've just been having a conversation with my friend on the phone.
Okay.
He's a Chelsea fan, right? And we're just talking, and I'm like, it's mad where football is at the moment because,
What about it?
so obviously City fans were having meltdowns at the moment, right? Because Pedro
Is this
Neto is
Rodri?
not
Neto.
the name that people
Yeah.
want to hear.
Okay.
But you're kind of looking around and you're thinking, okay, top wingers, they're very limited. Like, unless you're trying to get Elise, which is highly unattainable, really, at the moment. It's like there's not really anyone. Like, Arsenal fans are all on Vinny, but it's like, it's just, I don't know, like, the names that were there like 5 years ago, like, we used to have like a Mahrez on the bench. Like, if Mahrez was in his prime now, he's the top name. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how mad it is. So I think, like, I mean, Savinho, he's not happy at City. He wants to leave. He's kind of made that clear. He wanted to leave last summer, to be fair, and it didn't happen. And then he's kind of been pushing to leave. I understand he wasn't favoured under Pep too much, but then at the same time, I don't think his performances warranted a start. Like, he wasn't good enough, like, this is someone that scored like one goal in the past however many years. Like,
he's
not
scored. He gets no goals.
he's not
Yeah.
He's got everything but the end product. So I feel like because he's young, he's still reasonably young. Like, I feel like if he clicks one day, he's going to be a hell of a player. But whether he clicks or not, we don't know. Like, I haven't seen it at City yet. Do you know what I mean? So for me, like, if you look at it from Savinho leaving, a lot of it is based on the fact that, is he going to get to that player? Because if he signs for Tottenham and he just hits the ground running and becomes the player that he probably can be, based on, because he gets everything right, it's just the end pass or the shot that's just not good. So if he manages to click, he will become some player. So I think a lot of City fans are kind of like, they want to sell him, but they know if they sell him and he becomes good, it's going to be one of them Cole Palmer situations where everyone's like, why did you sell him? So it's one of them. But then if we keep him and he just never materializes into anything better than what he is now, then it's a bit like it's a waste of time for both parties. Do you know what I mean? So I guess I like Savinho, but he's not been good enough for City. In a City shirt, he's not been good enough. And he hasn't warranted any more minutes than he's been getting. He hasn't. So it's one of them situations. I mean, Neto isn't the name that I'd want to be linked with, especially with the fee that I'm seeing. I'm thinking if you were getting him for...
What's the fee that you've been... I've not seen no fees.
It's been like, it's in the 70 millions and 80. It's way too... No, I'm not lying. It's way too high. But bear in mind, at Chelsea, he signed a long deal. Didn't they all sign like 10-year contracts? So that's why I think he's on a long contract at Chelsea. But the thing is, for me, like, compared to Savinho, he's actually better than Savinho in terms of what he's done. But he's not good enough for you to be bringing in an older player who is, it's not, I don't think, I've never seen a transfer where 100% of fans are against it before.
That tells you all you need to know, because that's rare. That's rare.
And do you know what also tells you what you need to know? The fact Chelsea fans are celebrating these guys.
Lewis it's one of them, trying to tell him all summer long. Lewis is legit been trying to tell him the entire summer.
And it's like with Savinho, like, as much as Savinho, some City fans want him to go. A lot of City fans, they'd rather keep him than buy someone that's not better. Like, unless you're going to go and get someone who's like 10 times better, a lot of City fans are like, well, what's the point? Just keep him. Do you know what I mean? At this point. But I think Spurs fans really want Savinho, so like they have like a positive response to that news. City fans, it's a bit more like, we don't particularly want Savinho, so it's like people aren't begging to keep him, but they're not begging to sell him. It's just kind of like, if he wants to go, let him go, sort of thing. But yeah, with Neto, 90% of the fans are like, absolutely no. So that's not a good sign. But I don't think. I actually think if we get anyone from Chelsea, I don't think it's going to be Neto. I think it's going to be someone else.
Who is it? Who do you think we
And
have?
you
You
know
saying
who I'm
Palmer?
talking about.
You
No,
saying Palmer?
no. If Palmer comes back, he's going United. But
So who?
I think it's going to be someone that I don't like, but they're
Who is
actually
that?
a good player.
Go on. Who do
You
you think
know
you
who I'm
get?
talking about.
I
You know.
genuinely don't. That's why I said Palmer. Who
No,
don't
so
you
we've
like?
been linked. Now we've been
Oh,
linked
we're
to him
talking
before.
about You know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I
Yeah.
don't know your thoughts on it because we ain't spoke on it, Enzo.
Yeah.
What is your
So
thoughts on Enzo Fernandez?
I don't
No.
like Enzo Fernandez as like a person. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Of
the
course. Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
the
yeah.
controversial stuff, the
Yes,
racism.
yes.
I don't like that. I don't know from a City point of view whether someone like that is someone that they would want to welcome to the club. It would be because Enzo is saying, I've worked with him before, I want him at the club. That would be
He's
why we get
insisting
him.
on it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be we're looking at him and we want him because he fits the character of what we're looking. I don't think it would be that. I think it would be more like, I know this guy's good. But to be fair, I don't like Enzo, but he is a good footballer. So it's a bit more of a
Right?
I feel like he's one of them that the fans would hate, but then the minute he starts scoring and he's good, people would be like, oh, he's fine.
Yeah, he
I
would
think
be a
it'd be
good
one of
addition
them.
for you,
It'd be
man.
one of
He
them.
would be a good
So it'd
player
be
for you.
controversial at first, but I think once he plays well, if he plays well, then it would be kind of forgotten. But to be fair, like with Enzo, I can see why the club would want him from a player point of view because he is a good player. Like he scores goals. He's, I can't really. We wanted him years ago. Like, I don't know, like obviously but like people that are watching, like when we bought Alvarez, we were looking at Enzo at the same time, and Enzo was available for 13 million. And for some reason, because we bought Alvarez, we didn't buy him, and then he went abroad, and then his fee went right up after the World Cup, and then he was, a £100 million player. But he wasn't when we were looking at him, and we were actually looking at getting almost both at the same time, but we didn't. So he is someone that historically City have looked at. So it kind of makes more sense from my point of view. It makes more sense. Pedro, I'm not so sure, but like with him, it kind of does make sense. But I think our fans would be very against him coming.
Yes,
But
sir.
he is actually a
He's
good
big money
player.
still.
So it's Well, everyone's cost big money nowadays. And the thing is, the market is mad because I was saying to my friend, I was going through the City squad, and I'm like, City fans are being a bit dramatic, to be fair, I have to say. And I've been a little bit like, I've been a little bit on that myself when I think about it, because Rodri's my favourite player. I don't want him to go nowhere. We'll get on
Oh
to
yeah,
him
we
in a
all want
minute.
to leave. I hear it. Yeah, we'll talk about that in
Yeah.
a second.
I
100%.
don't want him to go, of course. But from Rodri's point of view, he's completed football. And this guy is Spanish, and his wife is a nurse, and he's from Madrid, and he's never won La Liga. So it makes 100% sense that Rodri wants to go, because the only place you're going to go to realistically win La Liga is Real Madrid or Barcelona. I don't know like how much you know about like Madrid and Barcelona, but like the Catalan versus
Yeah, of course. Come on, this is me. You know I
Spain
know about that. Yeah, you know I know about the
situation.
beef.
Yeah,
with
like
the Catalan and the
it's
Madrid. Yeah,
mad. It's
the
mad. I met
mainland.
a guy at work from Madrid because a lot of
Yeah.
my colleagues live in Madrid, right? And they're like
No,
born and bred, right? And I remember saying, like, we were talking about like a passenger that we'd want on the plane, and I was like Pep Guardiola all day long. If he came on my flight, I'd be like nervous, right? So we were talking about that, and he was like, he literally looked like I just called him like a racial slur. Like he wanted to like
He's big
throw
bad
up,
about
right?
it. Yeah. Of
And
course,
I
of
was
course.
like, what? And he was like, oh, no. And like, he basically was like, we hate Catalonians. Like, we do not like them. And when I was in Barcelona the other day, like, they have all the pictures of like the Spain, like champions of Spain, whatever, of the world, whatever. And they've got like all these pictures. And I noticed like all of their Spain, like, advertising basically has players, and it's always Pedri, Yamal, Cucurella. It's all the Catalonians. Like Rodri is nowhere to be seen. And see one picture of Rodri. So it's like, as much as like, I think Rodri is more Barcelona coded than Madrid. Like the way he plays,
He
like,
is more of the way he
yeah,
plays, because he's the closest thing we've seen to Busquets. Yes,
yeah,
he makes
he's
sense.
more of like and
More
him and
Barcelona.
Yamal have a great relationship. Like he gets on really well with Yamal, all that kind of stuff. Like from a City fan point of view, if you didn't know about all of that, you'd be like, go to Barcelona. Like, you're still in Spain, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, for them, he has to go to Madrid, really. He has to. So it's like, does he go back to Atletico Madrid? I don't think Atletico Madrid are in a place where they're going to win La Liga, with or without Rodri.
That's Real Madrid are known for him, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. So he has to go to Madrid. And, like, I don't like, no City fan likes Real Madrid. Like, we don't have... Yeah, we play them every year. Like, it's just like play them more than fucking Man United at the moment. So it's one of them. Like, we don't like them, but you have to look at it from the player's point of view. And to them, it's a job. Like, and he has spent probably his best years at City. If you look at him, like with his injuries and stuff, he's probably had his best years at City, and he's literally completed football. So the only thing that I think he's going to want is La Liga. And realistically, there's only 2 places he can go, and I don't see him going Barcelona. So it's like he has to go to Madrid. That's the only place.
Do you think he leaves this summer, or do you think he leaves next summer?
It's a hard one, because from a business point of view, from a business point of view, you look at it and you think, what are the chances that someone like Rodri, who is quite injury prone at the moment, based on what he went through, what are the chances that he's fully fit for the whole season and he's on great form? We don't know. That's just, it's, for me, the chance of us winning the league and us not winning the league, for me, you could put that on Rodri. You could literally say, if he stays, we've got a chance. If he goes, I don't see us winning it. Like, I would put that much on him staying or not staying. So if you look at it, if we were to fast forward to the end of the season, and we kept him and he stayed fit the whole season, he's worth keeping for that extra year, in my opinion.
I know you want to keep him.
However,
I'm saying, what do you think happens though?
So
do you think when the window closes, he's a Manchester City fan, I've played on Real Madrid? Do you think he goes? All right, hold that thought there. Got to introduce. Like I say all the time, one of Canada's greatest ever experts, behind Trish Stratus and maple syrup. My last name Games, first name Vader is in the building. What are you telling me, Vader? You good?
Yo!
What you saying, man? I've missed you, fam, man. What are you saying?
Man, it's summertime. I missed you too, and I respect you wearing blue. I respect you wearing blue.
Oh, this guy, you always got.
It's a good sight.
He loves it.
The Queen's in the building. Flawless. I told you. Hold on. I gotta go change. I gotta change. 1 second. I gotta change.
I'm not gonna change as well. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this blue stuff.
Oh, you love blue. Blue's your favorite color.
It is, but I don't like you not playing it out. So I'm gonna.
You know what? Just get rid of that Man United thing.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
Oh, he's got the new shirt and everything.
Listen, the Queen's in the building. I gotta fix up. I gotta fix up. Flawless. I told you last time. Give me the heads up. Let me get to the barber. Let me line some things up. But listen, it is what it is. Queen, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see
Flawless, good to see you as well. Let's
see you, family.
Let's talk it up.
It's been a strong minute. It's been too long. Go on, Jan. So we was talking about Rodri. What do you think happens with Rodri?
For me personally, I think what annoys me is like the situation that's at hand, because he hasn't been signing this deal's been on the table for a while for Rodri to sign, and he hasn't signed it, right? And I think part of that was because there was issues with him when he got injured. So basically the club wanted him to do a certain rehab routine to get back, and Rodri basically went against the club and was like, I'm doing my own thing. So there was a bit of an issue there. Rodri himself had come out for years saying, help me, I need help. And the club kind of ignored him and just rinsed him out, basically. So I understand why, and this is what I'm saying, like, I understand why Rodri hasn't signed this new contract. I understand it 100%. But then also from a City fan point of view, it's like, he is our best player. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them things where it's like, it's a hard situation that we're in, because it's like, do you sell him now? And I think personally, if I'm City, I'm saying, put a decent amount of money on the table or fuck off. That's what I'm saying. And when I say decent,
what's a decent amount for you?
How much would Real Madrid sell Rodri for if it was the other way around? And I'm telling you now, they're not selling him for under 100 million. They're not selling him. But with us, it's like, oh, just sell him for 50. They wouldn't do that because Vinny is in the last year of his deal. And if we went for Vinny, they're not giving him us for 50 million, even though he's younger, he's not as injured, whatever. But they're not giving him. They're not giving him us for that money because Real Madrid don't do that shit. So City, from a club point of view, they're better off saying we're keeping him for a year and letting him go on a free in the long run than bowing down to Real Madrid and letting them take him for 50 mil. Like, because that just puts other clubs in a position where they can say, well, City are going to sell their best players if they run out of contract. Because that tells players as well, if we run down my deal, I can get out because they're going to accept pennies for me. So I think from a club point of view, you have to be strong in this situation. And I think realistically, they shouldn't be accepting under 100 million, right? And you can say 80 million, you'd take whatever. You have to weigh up the situation because we don't know with Rodri. Rodri could do a Trent where he just maybe does a pre-contract in January. He could be injured. He could be in a situation where 6 months' time he's played a couple of games and that's it, and he's not part of the squad anyway. So if we can get good money for him now, which I think 80 million would be good, I probably would accept that. But I'm asking for 100 million. I'm not saying I'll take 70 or 80. I'm saying I want 100 mil. And then if you meet somewhere in the middle, I'll probably take it, right? And this is someone like Rodri is my favourite player. I want him to stay. Ideally, he stays. But I can see from a business point of view, and if we're buying, because the midfielders we brought in,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Because we brought in obviously Anderson. I like Anderson. I think it's a good signing. I think he becomes a better signing if Rodri's next to him, personally. And I think that puts him in a position that his experience alone, Rodri's experience in that dressing room alone, is probably worth more than the money in terms of what he can do for the team. And also Anderson, because Anderson's going to come in, he's going to have a year under Rodri, and then he should be a better player as a result of that. So I think this is why City's stance is kind of like, we'll keep him till the end of his contract, because they're seeing it as that sort of side of things. They're not seeing it as, oh, we need to make money, that sort of thing. They're not seeing that. So it's that. We've also, obviously, Buadi, I don't know if he's coming in, like he's been linked closely for a long time, all this stuff, we don't know.
It looks like it's happening.
But it looks like he's coming in. Obviously he's
a big cash in the midfield, man.
Yeah, but he's young, like he's 18. So realistically, if he was to stay his whole career at City, this could be someone that stays for a very long time. Do you know what I mean? Like 10 years in football is a lot, and in 10 years it'll be 28, which is still not that old. Yeah. So
exactly,
if you look at like Bruno Guimaraes and stuff, he's 28, 29. So it's like, if you look at that, like getting someone like that in, I'm not against that. Like he can come in. So I guess it depends from the club. I think if the club hit 80 million, they might think.
They got money, yo. They got money, yo.
But yeah, I forgot about 16 out of 10. I
could you ever forget this?
The two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
But yeah.
Right, big up the panel. As for I'm just left man to drown, you know. God, carry on. You're just left to drown.
I think, from a club point of view, I think they want to keep Rodri. But if they hear sort of 80 million, if you think about how much we're bringing in these midfielders for, they might hear that and think, you know what, we can recoup most of the money that we're going to spend on our new midfielder. So it might make sense. So I don't know. I think I don't think Real Madrid are going to put a serious offer down, personally. And I think because of that,
Yeah,
they'll just wait. They'll wait to get him for free. They've got,
they're gonna do
look
the
how
Madrid
many
thing.
midfielders they've got. They
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah.
They'll wait.
And,
They'll wait.
And this is it's a tough act to follow after what Yan had to break down. I don't know if you want to go through the comments, maybe interrupt.
Let me just get to the super chats real quick, and then we'll get, because I definitely want to hear your thoughts on a lot, Vader, because we haven't spoken and so much has gone on. So yes, definitely want to hear your thoughts on what's going on. Like, let's see. They got Blank. I think this is the next super chats you dropped. I appreciate you, Blank. Yeah, I got to the obviously says all this chat on Rodri and Reinders leaving. City fans have no hair because there is money mace. Passion pressing hair flicks. The perfect midfield superstar 100. Hey, big up Blank, because he's been trying to sell Mount the entire summer. I respect it, man. I respect it. I don't think the City fans are on it though. I don't think they are. Big up Blank. Shout out my guy Views on Sport as well. Been a member of the channel for 2 months. Make sure you lot subscribe to Views on Sport as well. Great channel over there. He's doing great work. So make sure you subscribe as well. Big up to Blank for this super chat. He says Mount a perfect price. Box of crisps plus Jaffa cakes. I ain't gonna lie, if you offer me Jaffa cakes or Mason Mount as a player, I'm taking the Jaffa cakes. See, no taste. How you don't like Jaffa cakes? What's wrong with you, man? This is crazy work, man. Yo, SBO2. It's been a minute. I ain't seen you in a strong minute. Big up for the super chat. I appreciate you. So shout out Flawless. Who's the mystery midfielder? Hey, SBO2, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. But we'll discuss it later on in the show, SBO2. And big up to Blank again for another super chat. He says, Jan Vega, money makes will be your 16 out of 10 signing. Fire emoji. Big up my guy, Blank, man. Real one.
You know what? If that happens, we can fold the club.
That's not happening. But I have to say this about Blank. Blank must always hit his sales targets. Like, if he's in sales, he's always hitting his sales targets because he is relentless. I'm going to say this with regards to the situation. And
talk about it.
First of all, every City fan tuned in right now, I can't lie. This kit, if the kit looks good on the hanger,
yeah, I like it.
It looks
it's clean. It's a nice kit.
Thank you, Yan. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say that, but I appreciate
Do you know what?
it.
A black kit every season, I'd be happy. A black
It's
away
a cheat
kit.
code, isn't it?
I think when we won the treble, it was the perfect time to drop a black and gold kit, and we didn't drop a black and gold kit. And now we had a black and silver kit, which I love. Last season, that kit is 10-10. And then this kit, I like this kit. This kit, like, what I like about Puma, because everyone hates Puma, right? And I'm like, I like them because they incorporate Man City, of old, like our old kits. They bring a lot of them back. And also Manchester. Like, people are like, oh, it looks like Brentford because of the bee. It's like you go to Manchester, there's bees everywhere. Like the
Manchester bee.
It's so it's like it's more about that, you know. And I think even more so since the whole like Ariana Grande concert thing, I feel like it's even more like a thing. Not that it wasn't a thing before, like it's always.
But even
for
more
anyone
so
for anyone that's not been to Manchester, like all the bins in Manchester are like black with bees on it. Like it's the symbol of Manchester. So it's always been a thing, but I feel like even more so since then it's become like even more.
There's some bees in the texture. You can kind of
yeah. You can't see it too much though, which is probably a good thing.
You know, I can't lie. Black kits, I agree with you on that, Yana.
I'll get you one, Flawless.
Black kids can, I need something to clean my windows with, so I appreciate it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm saying they are. What you mean? Whoa. I can't have clean windows. Huh?
No.
I can't have clean windows, clean my mirror as well. I got a wardrobe dog with mirror on it, so I can use it for that.
Not with the City shirt.
You can use your United shirt for that.
Now, why would I use?
To be fair, it'd probably make it worse.
You know what I'm saying? The prestige. But anyways, Vaya, floor is yours, fam. Rodri, talk to us.
All right. With regards to Rodri, us as a club, we've always shown our heroes, legends, respect. And when it comes down to negotiations, even when we want, if we just want to do recency with regards to those that did this new ownership and the come up, we've done this with Aguero, Silva, the list goes on, right? So I kind of understood City's perspective in terms of offering him a contract, but then also realizing, again, at the end of the day, if no other club is going to give us the evaluation that we want, then you're running this through. And I think that's where things have been ultimately, in terms of, if no one comes through giving us an offer that's worthy for us to sell you on, you're staying here. We did that to KDB. We did that to, I mean, again, Bernardo was flirted with leaving here and there, and we always said, or the mouthpiece of the club would say something where, if anyone's interested, there's no bids yet, no one's put out a bid yet, but if there's a bid of proper value, then we will have the conversation. There's no bid of proper value for Rodri. None. And
what do you think? I was going to say, what is your valuation of a proper bid?
80 English sterling plus.
So 80 million plus pounds. Okay, first.
It's got to be at least 80 more and more. It can't be anything less than that. Mm-hmm. And another thing is, we've seen UEFA. We've seen it for whatever reason. We seem to have to play Real Madrid at least once a season, right? We're always playing them once a season.
Because, like you said, draws big ratings, man. It's the games we all want to see. It draws big ratings, and it's the games we always want to see. I love seeing you lot play Real Madrid year in, year out.
And there's no avoiding it that it's going to happen again this season. I don't want
Rodri goals, 100%.
I don't want us giving them a weapon. Like, what? No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this knowing that we're going to be facing you in the UCL. So I don't want us to strengthen. Again, no one else looks at Real Madrid as a rival. Maybe I'm in my delusional world. I look at Real Madrid as
they are for us because we play them every year in knockout competitions. So they are, regardless.
I need more shows with you because normally I gotta have this conversation with other people and they don't quite get it. But I appreciate you being on the panel.
But the funny thing is, Beta, if you listen to like the way like Vinny talks about City. Rodrigo, all these players, they see it the same way. They see City as a team that they play every year and stuff like that. So it's not one side. It's not like City are trying to say Real Madrid are on the same level as us.
Like, no, it's happened because you lot have consistently played. No, that's fair. I don't think anyone would say that. That is very, very fair.
But you know what I would say? One little thing, sorry, Veta, before you continue. No, what annoys me about City is if you know a club are interested in a player of yours, right? We know Rodri he's won everything. It's a Cristiano Ronaldo situation when he was at United and he's like, I've won everything, I want to go. It's one of them.
It's even better than that.
Well, because he's won everything. Yeah. But like, this is the thing, like, it's one of them things where it's like, he doesn't have anything to prove in England. He doesn't. So from a City perspective, I'm thinking it's Rodri. I want to keep him. I want to have the best potential for winning trophies, etc., etc. But from Rodri's point of view, and I think the fact that who he's married to plays a big part as well, because a lot of these footballers, they're married to models, they're married to like influencers, they're married to women who are stay-at-home mums. You can live anywhere with that. Like his wife is a doctor. So she is, obviously she practices, apparently she lives in England and she practices in England. But either way, she's going to want to go back to Spain. Like she's Spanish. She's going to want to go back there. They've not had kids yet. Most footballers have kids in their 20s. So I think the reason why they've not had kids yet is because she obviously doesn't want kids in England for whatever reason. So there's a lot of reasons why Rodri wants to go home. And I think he is going to go home regardless of what we want and what the club wants. He is going to go home. So I think if you're in a situation where you've got a player who is the best DM in the world, right? He's just won a World Cup. If I'm Man City, this is why they should employ me, but it is what it is. If I'm Man City, I'm going in there and I'm being like, right, okay, who do we want from Real Madrid? And I'm saying to them, you can have Rodri. We're going to take whatever player it is, right? That's what I'd be saying, because if you look at the league at the moment and the players we have, I think with Real Madrid, like obviously Real Madrid are one of the best teams in the world. You look at their players, a lot of even their players that they didn't want anymore, that have come to the Prem have been decent players. Do you know what I mean? In the Prem. So I think you have to look at Real Madrid and say, right, who out of that team would improve Man City? Which a lot of their players would, to be fair, even if they're not even if they're just battling for competition. So it's like, even if you're thinking, right, they're not going to be the starting player, but they're going to be backup. You need to be going in there and using this as an advantage. And I feel like our club are not doing that. Like they're like, oh, well, Rodri's going to go. You're going to lose Rodri. You're probably going to keep him. I think they're going to force him. Well, not force him to stay, but I think they're going to let him see out his contract because Real Madrid aren't going to put the money up. They're not. So what's going to happen is they're going to keep him. In January, he's going to do a pre-contract, and at the end of the season, they're going to lose him for free. And if he gets injured, which is quite likely, and this is another reason why Rodri wants to go now, because this is his last big contract. So if he doesn't go now and he gets injured, his value is going to go down, all this. So it's in his best interest to leave now as well.
Yes, and no.
I just think they should use what they've got, and they're not gonna do it. And it's kind of annoying. It's annoying.
I agree with you in terms of City have a chance to use some. We can flex on Real Madrid.
We've got leverage.
We got leverage, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because Rodri's in a little bit of a catch-22 because again, he's gonna do a pre-contract, but the pre-contract is going to be dependent on how much he actually shows for this season. If he remains at City, he can't just put his feet up and refuse to play. Because Real Madrid aren't going to give him the contract of the value that he should. He's still going to have to show his quality. So if they don't, and I agree with you, Real Madrid aren't going to come out of pocket because they move. If someone say they move smart, someone to say they move cheap, however you want to.
What would you say they move like? Is it smart or cheap for you?
They've moved cheap, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because from a domestic standpoint, from a league standpoint, they've let Barcelona, who we know aren't that Barcelona, still get all this number of titles over on the heads of Real Madrid. So like I get it. They've got their model, they're gonna get Mbappe on a free, they're gonna do all these things, but they should have had a trouble. Flawless, you, me, and Yan, we're looking at Real Madrid and being
crazy.
like, y'all don't have 15 UCLs and you guys don't have...
Yeah, that's still
it's crazy.
Especially with the fact that there's only 2 realistic teams that win La Liga, realistically. Yes, okay, you might get one Atletico or something like that every so often, but realistically there's 2 of them. Also the Champions League was the easy thing for them. So for most clubs, the Champions League is the hard one. And then you win your league like United did, like City did. You win your league at X amount of times, win the FA Cup, whatever, and then you're trying to get the Champions League, and then you win the Champions League at the same time, and that's a treble. Do you know what I mean? Whereas them, it's like the Champions League was the thing that they were basically guaranteed winners of it at some point or up there.
Yeah, they was always there.
And then they only really had to win La Liga and the cup to win a treble. So it's crazy. Like if you were to ask a football fan today, like they have all these titles, City have these titles, United have these titles, who's won a treble? There's no way you're saying City out of the front. There's no way. You're not saying that.
That they haven't. But go on,
I love that it's a surprise. I love bringing that fact up as well because again, rivalry.
It's a footballing stat that probably surprises me the most, to be honest.
Yeah. It is one of them. It's one of them that you wouldn't believe it if you didn't know.
Because I don't think anyone who's won the competition probably 4 or more times, 3 or more times, doesn't have a treble. They might be the only one. Exactly. If you've won it 3 or 4, I'm not even checking.
It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing when you really deep it. It's embarrassing. Yeah. So because of how they've moved, with regards to transfers, and I get it, they got their philosophy. They're going to get players on a cheap and all that kind of stuff. They could have been a lot more dominant domestically as they were with regards to the UCL. But I'm going to leave that alone. I just don't want us empowering them with Rodri. Rodri, we don't get the valuation from you. We're not getting bullied by Real Madrid. You're going to stay here. Because we got to show every other club that might be interested in our player that if you don't bring us the value, you don't get the player. So I want us to keep that going. However Rodri performs, I would be happy with him just downloading some of his knowledge because, again, Pep's gone. So we can have him downloading some of that Pep knowledge with regards to how you run, how you manage things in the 6 for the next player, whether it's going to be Nico G, whether he stays here or Elliot Anderson, right? Yeah. So I think we're better to keep him if we don't get the evaluation. He's going to have to play it smart and get himself healthy and show Real Madrid why he deserves that contract. So I still think it's a win-win. And Yan mentioning that we could flex, okay, we're giving you Rodri, we want said player. it's attacking players, or even, and I think he's 2 years too late now. But I would have liked Valverde. I would have liked.
So you wouldn't take Valverde now.
If it's here's Rodri, we're getting Valverde, I'm like, I need more than that.
Do you know what I would say though? I think
that's mad.
I honestly think that City will have a certain fee that they want, and I don't think Real Madrid will match it. So that's what I predict will happen, and I predict that Rodri will go on a free. That's what I predict.
I'd rather.
However, what I'm saying is, if they do come in with an unserious offer, what I don't want to see City do is say, okay, fine, we'll take it, because it's something rather than nothing. And this is why I'm saying, if that is if the option is he stays and goes on a free, or he leaves for 100 million, that's a different scenario. But if it's he stays or he goes for 30 million or 40 million, then that is where I'd expect City to come in and be like, okay, you can leave for 40 million if we get a player the other way. Because then at least, because the thing is, like I say, anyone that we bring from Madrid, because like we're saying, experience is key. Yeah. And Rodri has that experience. These Real Madrid players have experience of winning too. So you're swapping someone who's a winner for someone who's a winner. So that alone, even if it's Real Madrid's worst player and no one rates them, it doesn't matter. Like, the player coming from that sort of team, knowing that we're not keeping Rodri anyway, that to me is better than £40 million.
Yeah.
The way I see it. So it's like they have so many midfielders now. They've just bought Bernardo Silva. They've got Camavinga, Valverde, Tchouaméni. They've got what's his Brahim Diaz. I know he's more of like an attacking, but he's still a midfielder. He's more of a
10/wide player. I get your overall point. They are stacked in that area.
They're stacked in the midfield. So
Flawless is trying to get one of their midfielders.
No, we're not.
What?
No, we're not. Stop it. No, we're not.
I mean, United are saying they're waiting
rumors.
To see what happens.
Rumors. Like I keep saying, and you weren't here, so you might have heard me say this, or you might have been trolling in the chat. You probably was doing the latter.
Whoa!
What do you mean? Whoa!
No, like, you calling me a troll? I'm leaving.
Yeah. You're leaving. You leaving. Oh, I'm so offended. Oh.
He's gonna come back because I'm here.
You know what? Yeah, he's a idiot. Let me get to these super chat, Jam, before we carry on. Give me 1 second. Hold up. All right, let's see where we was at. I think it was this one. Was it this? SBO2 for the super chat says, Money Mace, a great example for the kids. Take him. Hey, I respect it, SBO2. You and Blank are on the 2-man power trip with it. He says, Money Mace will be exceptional modeling that kit. He's talking about the Manchester City kit that Veta has on. It is a nice kit. I can't lie. Big up for the super chats, babe. Blank's SBA. Before I carry on, everybody big up Blank and big up SBO2 in the chat. Big them both up because they've dropped enough super chats between them. So I appreciate you, man. Says SB, excellent suggestion. Mount can teach the youths. Like I said, I don't think Jan and Veta are going for it.
What is Mount teaching anyone?
Why did you open this kind of worms, man? Why have you asked this, man?
Just mute Mount from the chat and all his comments.
Absolutely not. I'm with my guy Blank. He's doing the work that needs to be done. I'm with it. He might be falling on deaf ears, but I'm fully on board. And he says Money Mace has experience winning the Champions League. Perfect for Manchester City.
So does every City player. Well, not the new ones, but the older ones.
Yeah, I hear you, Blank. Trust me. Before we carry on, though, there's just under 90 people in the building.
Like the video,
we're only at 50 likes, people. So we need to get up to 40. We need to get up to 90 likes, people. We need 40 more likes. Subscribers, we're at 17,118. Let's get to 17,130. I'm looking for 12 more subscribers, people. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for 40 more likes. We're looking for 12 more subscribers. Make sure you pay the tax when you enter the City of Sarcasm, people. So let's run up the likes. Hit the thumbs up. Make sure you following across the social, share at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, and hit the subscribe button. Roll to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, people. That is the aim. 18K is the next step, but by 2027, we want to have reached 20,000 subscribers. So let's run up these likes, man. I said 90 likes. We're at 56, and we're aiming for more subscribers, people, as well. 17,100 30. That's the aim. We're looking for 12 more subs. I know there's at least 12 of you lot who have not subscribed. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Big up Tanmay, big up everyone in the chat. Of course, Jan and Vader have had plenty to say. That's why I've not been as active to the chat, but big up to everyone there as well. And before Vader gets back as well, Flawless with Anderson, don't City need more of a controller than Valverde? If City swap Rodri for Valverde, Valverde is their best midfielder. So therefore, you build around him. City don't have a midfielder outside of Rodri that's better than Valverde. So if they were to get Valverde, you play whoever suits.
I think with City, the route that they're kind of going down, because it's a rebuild, they're trying to get young players in. Like, I really like Elliot Anderson, but he is young. Like, he's young for a midfielder. Do you know what I mean? So the idea, and this is why we're saying Rodri staying for that extra year is probably going to make Elliot Anderson a better signing, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's probably worth keeping Rodri for that alone. This is why I'm saying, if Rodri is going to leave, I know Rodri wants to leave. Like, and I get it.
Just 1 second. The comment who says, I don't know about that one, Flawless, basing off Valverde's play the past season. What midfielder outside of Rodri is better than Valverde that they have coming in the City team right now? Remove Rodri from the equation.
I mean, I don't watch Real Madrid, to be fair.
And I rate your midfielders, don't get mistaken, but Valverde would be Valverde's
he matched us up when we played, I know that. But I think
Valverde's a quality midfielder.
I'm not this is what I'm saying. Like, and even Madrid and Barcelona players that have, this is another thing I was saying to my friend, even the ones that have left who were kind of like fringe players, not really rated that highly. A lot of them, they've come to the Prem and they've done really well. Like Alexis Sanchez, I remember, used to be like that bench guy that came on at the end of games towards the end of his Barcelona career. He joined Arsenal and he was the main guy. So it's like, I think, I'm not saying that, like, we don't know. Any player is a risk. You can sign Mbappe and it not work. Like, you could literally, we could go and buy Mbappe and Mbappe could just flop at City. Like, it can happen. Unlikely, but it could happen. But I don't think bringing a Real Madrid player into the City squad makes us worse, regardless of who it is. Do you know what I mean? It might not make us better if they don't work out, but I don't think it's not going to make us worse. So I think, for me, I'd be using that sort of leverage that we've got in that situation to kind of see where we stand. And the one that actually I think would be the most wanting to come to City is actually the one that's injured. And I think that's Rodrigo. I think Rodrigo, he was linked to City for a long time. He always speaks highly of the club. I've never seen a Real Madrid player ever. He came out in an interview and said, Man City are the biggest club in the world. And I thought, you play for Real Madrid. This is insane. So I think he would probably have been the guy who would come the other way. But because he's injured, it's not going to happen. And it's almost like an Isco. It goes past it and then it's like it's never happening. But yeah, someone like that. But you just never know. Like, Real Madrid, the thing is with Real Madrid is they are a team full of big personalities who all want to be starting every week. They're them sort of players, right? So they're not going to be happy to know, because if you think now, like, Rodri's coming in. Rodri's not coming in to be a bench player at Real Madrid. He's coming in to start, right? So automatically, that is one position down because Rodri's not coming to be no bench player, right? Then you've got Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, I don't think he's going to demand to start week in, week out every single game. He's still going to want to play a decent amount of football. Like, he's still not going to be, like, wanting to sit on the bench the whole season. Do you know what I mean? So already, you normally have a three-man midfield. Normally. Do you know what I mean? And two of them could be taken up by City players. That's going to upset the Real Madrid midfield. Because they're going to be like, well, last season we were playing every game. Now,
that's a Mourinho. This is what I'm saying. There, you have
Yeah.
to figure that out. And you got the answer to your question from Blank with the super chat. Says, excellent question. And passion, pressing, and hair flicks. There you go. That's what he brings. Passion, pressing, and hair flicks. And to comment as well, this is my point where you said off the name, Fede's better, but speaking strictly off performances, Fede only performs on the right wing. So I'll ask you the question again, Common. What central midfielder have they got that has performed better than him? You said he's been mediocre. Cool. Who has performed better as a central midfielder at their pre? So whether it's been at City or previous seasons, that's better than what they have. And he would be their best right winger too, because he's a quality player. What are we doing out here?
I would say a lot of the better City, our best midfielders have left. So you've got Bernardo Silva, he's gone. Gundogan, he's gone.
Crazy.
Kevin De Bruyne, he's gone.
Madness.
And then you've got Rodri, who's going. So I'm not saying, like I say, a lot of the ones that we're trying to bring in now are younger, and they maybe in the future they're going to be at the top of their game. But for now, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen Elliot Anderson play for City yet, so I don't know how good he's going to be. I think he's going to be good for City. I think he had a lot of the right statistics in terms of what we need and stuff like that. I think him next to Rodri, probably, I mean, I don't know for sure, but that is like they can win the league. Whereas I think Anderson on his own, I wouldn't be saying we're going to win the league. It's not that we can't win the league because things happen, but it's...
Yeah. And to Kobe M says, flawless City will never want to build their midfield around him. Valverde lacks the technical qualities as a holding central midfielder or come to build around. I'll ask you the same question, Kobe M. If Madrid, in this hypothetical that Jan brought up, Rodri goes to Madrid and Valverde goes to City, name the central midfielder currently at City that's better than Valverde. We'll go as an 8 because we'll say whether they play in a pivot, whatever the case may be, but we'll go as an 8-4-3-3. That's the best position because we've seen Enzo play that before. Maresca, I'm talking about. So who's better than him that's currently at Manchester City? I'm still not getting no names. Who's the central midfielder? Rodri's gone. He's their best midfielder.
Yeah, Rodri.
Okay, so I ask you the question again. Fede would start at City. Don't get it twisted. I don't completely agree with him being the best midfielder there. Give me the name then, Common. Who's the midfielder that is at Manchester City that's better than Valverde? Name the name.
Johnny Reinders. There you go.
Name the name. See, Jan don't even believe that shit. Name the name. This is why I can't
No. I would say like it's hard because two of the midfielders are brand new, so I haven't seen them play yet. So I don't know how good they are. So I think Elliot Anderson is a great player at the moment, but we don't know how it's going to be at City. Because look at what's his name, Calvin Phillips. He was a good player at Leeds, and then he came to City and he was not a good player anymore. So I don't want to say like Ali Anderson's going to be the best because I don't know yet.
I do agree.
But I think he will be. I think he will be a very good player.
You're telling me right now, Common, that Nico Gonzalez
is a better. J.
So you're telling me right now, Common, that Nico Gonzalez is a better central midfielder than Valverde. That's what you're saying, Common. Just to clarify this before we move on. And
the thing is, I like Nico G. I really do, but I don't think
Nico G's a good player.
I don't think he's
anywhere near the level of Valverde. And this is a hypothetical to those that are in the chat.
Do you know what I would say? You know what I would say about Nico G? Because when Rodri first came, Nico is actually better than Rodri was when Rodri first joined. That's what I would say. Whether he becomes... Yeah, like when Rodri first came, he was not great. They used to call him Plodri. I don't know if you remember, but people didn't like Rodri. They did not like him at all. And even the Champions League final... Wait, before you carry on. Common, forget off-pass performances. We're saying skill set for skill set. Stop trying to bring up semantics and do all this. Player for player. You have the option, Common, to sign one. You can sign Valverde to play midfield, or you can sign Gonzalez to play midfield. Which one are you picking? Man, we want to do semantics rather than just answer the question. You can have one to play midfield. You're playing 4-3-3 to give you the full thing, and one of them's going to be your 8. Or actually, you can do whichever. You can have Gonzalez as a 6, or you can have Valverde as an 8. Which one are you picking? That's all I'm asking. Don't give me off-pass performances on the right wing. Skill set for skill set, player for player. Which player are you taking? Valverde is available, you can play him as an 8, or Gonzalez is available, and you can play him as a 6. That's all I'm asking. Sorry, Jan, go on, carry on. Yeah, no, I just think so. Like when Rodri came, obviously Rodri started quite rough and then he got better and better and better and became the best DM, which he is now. But it's like, I think with Nico, when Nico came, like he's actually been really good. I think the problem with him is he's not too happy at City. Obviously Spanish players, they like to go back home, all of that stuff. he isn't the happiest at City. I heard rumours this season before the rumours came out officially.
Before you carry on, you think Nico Gonzalez is currently a better player than Valverde? Cool.
We got I rate Nico G, so I'm not gonna say anything about Nico G. I like him, but I think I heard rumours that him and Rodri were both wanting to leave. Obviously, Rodri wants to leave for a reason of I've achieved everything. I want to go home. That makes sense. But Nico, it's more like he wasn't happy at City. But obviously, we have a new manager, so it's up to Maresca. Maresca might love him and play him every minute, or he might not like him and not play him. And so it just depends. But we've only played one game under Maresca. Obviously, on the scoreboard, we lost on penalties. People that watched the game were saying City actually should have won it. Like, it shouldn't have been like 1-1 or whatever. The standout players in that game was Semenyo, which I think, and I was saying this earlier to my friend, I think Semenyo probably suits Maresca better than Pep, just in how Pep plays. He wants a lot of control, that sort of thing. So someone like Semenyo will probably get better this season, because not that he wasn't good last season, he was good last season, but I think he probably gets better, which is a good thing. And then you've got Macedo, who's our youth player. But to be fair, every time I see Macedo, he looks good. Every time he comes on, he looks good. He wants the ball. He wants to try and shoot. He's a good player. So he obviously shone. And then they said, some people were saying that Nico G wasn't good, but then other people were saying when he came on, we looked so much better. So, I think if he has the confidence that he's going to be starting week in, week out, which again, could be a thing that if Rodri does leave, he's more likely to get that assurance. So it's just one of them, innit? Like, I'd rather keep Rodri because I think it improves Anderson. It makes us more likely to win trophies and we need that experience around us. But on the other side, it's like if he does go, it's probably going to give a player like Nico G more playing time, which means that he might stay. And this is someone that, if he does stay, he might stay for a long time. Whereas Rodri, even if Rodri stays, he's going in the summer. He's not going to extend. So, it's just one of them things. I'm upset that Rodri's leaving. I obviously want him to stay. But at the same time, it's like I 100% get why he's leaving. So I can't really be mad. He's not saying, I want to leave to win trophies. He's not saying that. He's not even said, I want to leave to win La Liga. He's not even said that. I just assume that he wants to win it because he's Spanish. Do you know what I mean? But he's not even said that. And I feel like with Rodri, he's the sort of person where if he wins La Liga, and say Real Madrid win La Liga next year, and he wins, say, a Champions League the year after or something, I think I don't think he'll be playing till he's 40, like Modric. I think you know
what? He has the skill. He has the skill set.
Yeah.
The way
I don't think he will. If he gets a load of injuries and stuff, I think you'll just see. You will never see him again. Rodri's going to be one of them. He's going to go and live his life. He's not online. You'll see him occasionally on a TV show or something, and that'll be it. Like I honestly think he'll have kids with his wife, and they'll settle down and just. I don't think you're going to see him too much, to be fair. He's one of them. So, he's not like a clout chaser like other footballers where they want to be in the news every second. He's not one of them people. So, I think he's quietly completed football. Do you know what I mean? And he's quite happy with that. So, I think I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether the best case scenario is Real Madrid put up a decent offer for him and we get the money
keeping him is the best case scenario for you.
Or we keep him and he stays. I think 100%. The only chance of us winning one of the big two trophies is with Rodri. That's how I see it. So for me as a fan, I want to keep Rodri. But I fear that the club will sell him because it's a business. I think they will see it as the money is better than nothing, but it's not. Like, for me, the experience is worth. And the thing is, we've done it with De Bruyne. De Bruyne could have stayed, and we were like, no, because he was getting injured too much, and it was like, he's not getting a contract extension. I think he could have done another year at City. I don't think it would have hurt to keep him one more season. But yeah, it's just one of them things. I think our club have been quite, and a lot of City fans are like turning against Rodri, which I don't agree with. But it's like, if the club wanted to get rid of Rodri, they wouldn't care that he loves City. They would just get rid of him. Do you know what I mean? So you have to think of it the other way around, like,
Oh yeah, of course.
When
Like I said, I
De
hope you don't
Bruyne
lose
wanted
him,
to
but
stay, they
obviously,
didn't keep him. When Aguero wanted to stay, they didn't keep him. So it's
you
like
gotta be,
we've
you gotta
had
be
players
ruthless.
who are club legends that we've not kept. So
Right. You gotta be ruthless.
it's one
100%.
of
Nah,
them.
you do. 100%.
Do
You
you know
do.
originally though? Do you
Go on.
know apparently originally when the first contract issues happened, because this contract's been on the table for a while. Apparently Rodri wanted 4 years and Man City only wanted to give him 3. And that's what started like the first. So apparently in the beginning he wanted longer and the club said no. So I don't think the club are completely innocent in this situation that's made Rodri obviously want to. I'm not saying that he would have stayed anyway because he clearly wants to go home, because I think to do with his wife personally, but like he obviously wants to go home. But it's like, I think at the same time, what the club should have done is like when he got injured the first time, I think that's when the issue was. They should have said, look, we believe in you, we're keeping you, we're going to give you this, and I think they've not done that, and it's led to him kind of being like, okay, well, when my contract's up, I'll go home then. So yeah, it's just one of them things. I don't think Rodri is the sort of person that's going to be like, I want a big sign-on fee. So he might see it as, if I can get the club some money, then it's better for the club. He might feel that way, but I think the experience is more vital for us, especially after Pep leaving. I think maybe if we had Pep, it's different. But yeah, I think I don't know. We'll see. He's horse riding at the moment after he's had back surgery, so we'll see. I don't
Big
know.
up Blank for the super chat, man. Is not gonna lie, Valverde fits in perfectly as one of the 8. Oh yeah, comfortably, 100%. He's a quality.
I would take Valverde. Honestly, even if you look at Real Madrid and I just, if you're looking at like what we're losing in Rodri, obviously we're losing Rodri in the midfield, which is a major thing. But if you think about everything else in terms of mentality, experience, all of that stuff, you can basically, if you describe a Valverde or a Tuchemeni or a Camavinga, they kind of fit into that same thing. They might not be as good as Rodri, of course. I don't think anyone is as good as Rodri. But you're not going to replace Rodri with a Rodri because no Rodri exists. Yeah. There isn't a player as good as him. So
big up to Blank for not even the second super chat. Another super chat. I appreciate
he a United fan?
Yeah, Blank's a United fan. He's doing a great work.
So you should be happy with Money Mason. He's going to win you the treble.
See, you know what? We just gonna remove her for that because this is not what we're doing. You see, when people just say some foolishness, like they sometimes just have to get removed. But yeah, big up to Blank says not as good as Money Mace though, but he's a shout. I hear it, man. Money Mace, oh yeah. You know what? I can't even get with you on that one, Blank.
Is that your favorite player, Flawless?
You Valverde, one of definitely, 100%.
Isn't there something controversial about Valverde? Wasn't he like racist or something? I feel
wasn't that. Wasn't it Griezmann and Dembele?
Valverde. I don't know. Let me Google it. I'm sure he was like, I'm sure he had like a racism scandal.
Are you sure?
Let me look.
Let's see.
I'm sure it was him. Maybe it's not him. Oh yeah, Real Madrid midfielder Valverde is denied making a racist gesture while playing for Uruguay at the under-20 World Cup.
I didn't know this.
In South Korea. Oh god.
I said it was a private celebration dedicated to a personal friend. Yeah, this is wild.
Oh no.
That is.
Oh, he did a slant eyes. Oh my god! I heard something. I knew I'd heard something.
How did you about?
Like, what is it? But I thought it was about the Dembele and Griezmann one.
Yeah, that's for Chris, yo. Yeah. That's for Chris. I didn't know all that.
But then he 1 minute.
Go on.
Valverde blasts Prestiani after alleged racist abuse towards
that's the Vinny thing.
So he was defending him in that, obviously, but yeah. 2017 it was. He issued an apology in Korean on his official Twitter. It's not racist intent. I'd like to apologize.
He said, but it's like, man, we know what it is.
Doubled down like they do.
Yeah. Like he said it was to a friend. All right, man. Yeah, I didn't know all about that.
That's not to a friend.
But big up Jeremy Doku, the GOAT. Big up you for the username, fire username. Says Flawless, do you want Chouameni at United? This is what I was saying. I was hoping that Veta would stay there, because this is why I called him a troll, because he's heard my thoughts on this. He's heard plenty of the conversation. He would have heard the rumors. I've heard the rumors. Yam would have. We've all heard them. And I'll continue to say the same thing in regards to Chouameni, and I've been saying it. Chouameni, nor Chouameni's representatives, nor Real Madrid have come out and said this man is available. Like, we've spoken in depth about Rodri and Manchester City. Rodri and Rodri's representatives have made it clear he wants to join Real Madrid. This is well known. Whether he joins or not, a whole different conversation. Bruno G to Arsenal. Bruno G has made it clear he wants to join Arsenal. These things. I repeat this again. Chouameni, nor Chouameni's representatives, nor Real Madrid have come out and said this man's available. Not today. No time during the summer window. Before you go, Jan. And I've been saying this the entire time in regards to I've been saying this the entire time, just because content creators and social media and mainstream media and WhatsApp groups have sold this man already to Manchester United. The way people was talking, he was at Old Trafford with the shirt, with his number on the back. He was in front of the Stretford End taking pictures. He was sat in the press conference at Old Trafford next to Carrick, talking about what a dream move it is and how he's looking forward to helping Manchester United win trophies. That's what had moved. But again, we get lost in, I can't even say it's a bubble. We get lost in the footballing world and the footballing cycle. Because the people who actually decisions and feelings matter on that in regards to Chouameni and Real Madrid, include Chouameni's representatives in there, never said this man was available. And I've said this from the very beginning of the summer up until now. Would I like Chouameni at Manchester United? Absolutely. But is he available? No. And I don't think he's ever been available. And then he signed a new deal. Go on.
I think what will happen is if Rodri does sign, so if, for example, it comes out breaking news, Rodri has joined Real Madrid, whatever, for X amount of money, I think that's when all of these rumors will come back. Because
I'll go one further.
They're going to have to sell someone.
Yeah, there is. I hear the thing is, I'll go one further. Even if Real Madrid do sell, if you lot do sell Real, I think he still stays.
Yeah, he might still stay. I'm just saying that's when it will be.
That's Real Madrid for you, like in a nutshell. They will keep their team is stacked.
Do you know what? I didn't even mention Jude Bellingham. You know, when I was going through all their midfielders, they are stacked in the midfield.
Shouldn't you United flex on them though and say we want one of your midfielders and do what
Chouameni don't want to join?
I don't think he's not going to go from Madrid to Man United unless he's like...
I would love Chouameni at Manchester United, but I understand when a player is available and the player is not available. Again, I will continue. If there was a time for Chouameni to get out of Real Madrid and he wanted out, it's now. They want Rodri. This is clear. They signed Bernardo Silva. This is clear. So even before those two signing, you had healthy competition for places. They've already signed a midfielder. It's going to get worse. They're looking at Rodri. But Chouameni,
I think it'll be Camavinga that goes though.
Even Camavinga, he's the exact same. Because you know why I'm so adamant about this? Because I was told in particular, I hope you're in the chat, cuz my cousin who'd be on Mandem United was like, yo, they're gonna sell a midfielder. They're gonna sell a midfielder. I'm waiting to see. Everyone had sold a midfield, Chouameni and Camavinga. We are now the 5th of August, and there's zero reports from reliable sources about either of them. I know they sold Payas. Was it Paz who went back? He was at Como. No, he was out on loan. And then he went back, and then I think they either loaned him out or
like Jan said, if they acquire Rodri, we know Rodri's getting that playing time. Someone's going
to be unhappy. Whether they're unhappy now or in a year's time, they're still going to be unhappy.
Again, a year's time, I hear it. But you mentioned about Real Madrid and the players they have all want starting minutes and all believe like Camavinga and Chouameni from the outside looking in believe they can still get minutes.
But to be fair, when you're at clubs that are like at the top, people don't really want to leave. Like even City, like I know the past 2 years we've not been winning as we normally were. We're still winning stuff, but it's not like the Prem or the Champs. But it's like even then, like it's hard to get rid of our players because the players don't really want to leave. And a lot of the reason why people are outraged by Rodri is because most of our legends, they don't want to leave, like Aguero, De Bruyne. We have to kind of say to them, you're not having a new contract. So for someone to turn around and be like, I actually want to leave City, it's a bit of a surprise to some of the fans. Obviously, you get people that are unhappy every time when they're not playing. You're going to get that. But it's like, there's a difference between Savinho wanting out and Rodri wanting out. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference between the two. Do you know what I mean?
I would love nothing more than to be wrong on the Tchouaméni front. But everything I thought, I said all this before the window opened. And then the window opened, and I'm expecting to wake up and see Real Madrid want to leave Tchouaméni. Real Madrid want to sell. Real Madrid open to selling Tchouaméni, or Tchouaméni wants out.
Yeah.
Next thing I see is Tchouaméni signs new deal. So if he wanted out that much, and why would Real Madrid want to get rid of him? Why would they offer him a new deal?
Well, Real Madrid, what they do is they have like a media circus that does certain things.
I rate it.
So
I do rate it.
When they want a player, they will try and unsettle that player by any means necessary. They will say things like, Rodri has contacted Madrid representatives and he says he wants to leave. Rodri's probably never spoken to any of them, but they're going to put that out there. That makes City think, shit, has Rodri spoken to these people? So City start looking at him different. And next minute, it's Fabrizio's like, he's going to join. And next minute, you're being forced to sell your player. So they actually are quite clever with it. And what they do is they do it the same way for their players. So what they'll do is they'll say like the whole Vinny situation. They'll basically, that suits them because Vinny's now going to say, well, I'm not leaving, I'm staying. And then he signs that new contract. So it's almost like their circus benefits them. Whether it's negative or positive, it always benefits them because either they sell the player for big money or the player stays and they keep the player. So it's a win-win situation.
That's where I'm at with it in regards to it.
It's a circus for them.
Yes, of course, no brainer. Would I take the player the caliber?
And they know that as well, Flawless. They know that people will take their players 9 times out of 10.
When I'm saying it's a no-brainer, I'm saying, of course, I would take Tchouaméni at Manchester United. Of course, I would take Camavinga at Manchester United. Like that's when I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying with City, if City are going to get rid of. If City are going to get rid of Rodri this summer, get one of their midfield. I don't care who it is. Bring one of their midfielders. I'm telling you now, because that experience that we're losing with Rodri, you basically get that experience back in a different player. I don't care how much you rate the player, whether they're better than our midfielders or not. If they're not better than our midfielders, they won't start. That's the way it is. They have to be better. So if they're not better, then they have to become better. And it's one of them things. Like, for me, I don't want to lose Rodri. Like, it's almost like people were saying, if you lose Rodri, would you take Vinny? And some of our fans are like, well, no, I wouldn't take Vinny. And it's like, are you on crack, right? He's better than the options that are available at the moment. And two, he solves another issue that you've got. We need goal scorers. Yeah. So it's like, okay, he doesn't score a million. He's not Haaland. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things. He scores goals. So for me, if I'm losing Rodri anyway, bring me someone back. That's what I'm saying. I don't care who it is. Bring me someone.
Rodri topic. I want to hear.
And not this guy, man. Bring me someone else. Bring me someone from Madrid.
Yo, all right, let me get to it. Big up, Sires. This is just an exclusive earlier from Fabrizio Romano. Manchester City make direct contact with Pedro Neto's camp as talks start over a possible move. Neto among Manchester City Manchester City target if Savinho goes to Spurs, while he's also understood to be on Tottenham's list as a backup option. Deal depends also on Chelsea valuation. More on Pedro Neto and Savinho. Tottenham would consider Pedro Neto if Savinho deal won't happen, but Savinho remains the top priority. Manchester City in contact with Pedro's agents. No bid sent to Chelsea or official club-to-club talks yet. That's again from a Fabrizio Romano. Floor's yours, Vader, man. Thoughts on your club looking at and talking to Chelsea's Pedro Neto?
No, I like what. See, I like when LFC shares. No, it's funny. It's funny. I like when LFC shares these things. I do, and I always listen to when Flawless is reading them out. The last things that were said on that recap, that exclusive, was no team-to-team talks. I ain't reacting to this. This is nonsense. This is Neto. This is, you know what? Because again, we know Fabrizio. he helps leverage what the players want, right? If we want to kind of categorize some of these guys on the socials or what they do in terms of their journalism, he tends to speak for the player. We see Ornstein and other guys, they tend to talk because they get information from the club. I think Neto, and I wouldn't fault Neto to want to try to make a move, want to try to raise his value, want to try to get other people interested. And so his agent's doing his job. Neto coming over to City on that right wing, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, especially if this 70 plus evaluation is what Chelsea are looking for. No. So until I hear what
I said, you don't rate the player first.
Not at that value. Now, we've seen Chelsea do amazing things in terms of how they're able to sell players. I'm not concerned right now unless I hear team talks, and right now there's none of that. We, of all places where I would want to see the club look to improve or secure, get me a right back and get me another midfielder. From an attacking standpoint, I think, again, if Savinho leaves, it's a different story. But from an attacking standpoint, we got Semenyo, we got the youngster who just played versus Inter in Makedo. And then if we're gonna also, again, if we're gonna keep things as is, we got Doku that plays on both sides. I'm chill right now. I'm honestly chill from an attacking standpoint. I saw what Nunes meant to us last season and how great he was at right back, a makeshift. He's center midfielder playing right back. When he was out, we didn't look the same. We didn't look good. We need another right back. Rico Lewis isn't that guy. I love what he was able to attribute and contribute to us, especially during that trouble season. But he's not a right back.
No, he's not.
And when you put him to invert, it's situational. It's not enough for an entire season. Get me a backup right back with regards to.
So you want a backup right back, not a first choice right back? You're cool with Nunes going?
We've got Cafunes, man.
Let him compete with Nunes. I'm cool with that. Let him compete. I'm okay with that, but I don't need us going out and spending 80-something mil on a right back. Just get me someone that's going to be of quality.
Would you be cool with Gusto? Because obviously you've been linked to him because of the Enzo Maresca links.
I don't think we should buy a Chelsea player. Personally.
I don't think so either.
They're all on crazy. They're all on crazy contracts as well.
Forget the crazy contract.
They buy from us. We don't buy from them. Chelsea is basically City Academy. I look over there and I look over there with pride. I'm like, oh, you know what, Cole Palmer? Oh man, yeah, Academy. Lavia. Oh, you know what? I love there's so many.
Yeah, there is a lot over there.
They've got
there's a lot.
I said just not the way Cole Palmer's been playing the last 2 years. But I hear you though. You lot clearly
he'll get back.
Right?
He'll get back in form. I mean, it was chaos over there. We saw Cole Palmer's best form. His best form with our current manager in Maresca. So maybe things will be right.
It was Poch. It wasn't Maresca, wasn't it? It was Poch. When he had his breakout, when he had that season, it was Poch. It wasn't Maresca.
It was Poch?
Yeah, it was Poch. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. His bad boy season that he had was with, because I remember Lewis going on about it. Because he was saying, he was criticizing Palmer because Palmer was saying how he gets more freedom with Maresca. But then the performances, he's been shocking for 24 months now.
Okay.
So it was Poch.
Limit his freedom. We saw the best of
No. Yeah, well, depends if you want to say Poch limited his freedom. I think Poch just let him do whatever he wanted to do, to be honest, and it worked out. But yeah, Palmer's falling off a cliff. But I understand your overall point. So you're saying no to Gusto, no to Neto, just basically no to any Chelsea
City were linked to what's his name? Let me look. What's his name now?
Have a look. Hey, Veda, what are you saying about Enzo Fernandez? Oh, he's on the phone.
Enzo,
that's someone else you've been linked to heavily. I'm not talking about who you've been linked to. That's all.
Hold on.
Shoot the messenger.
I'm not going to shoot the messenger. You know me. I get shot at all the time.
You would shoot the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you would.
I would never shoot the messenger. They're always shooting at me, and I'm just trying to ask questions. I'm just trying to relay information.
Hey, violins in the chat for Veda. They always shooting at me. Hey, violins in the chat for Veda.
The problem is, in a ideal world, I'm not taking Enzo Fernandez, but based on the situation at the moment where we need goal scorers, then you can't turn your nose up at Enzo Fernandez. And this is the problem, because we should be in a position where we can turn our nose up at him, but he actually is a good player. So it's one of them. I don't want him personally, But
Where does he
he's
play
a good
for you?
player. Like, it's
That's
not
what it
going to
is.
be.
I think he's a good
I
player.
don't think it's a bad signing if
He's
he
not a
signs,
bad-
as much
he's
as
not-
I don't like him.
Player-wise,
so,
he's a good player.
You know what
I
it
rate him
is?
as a player.
I don't think
But
he makes
person.
I don't think he makes your first 11 if you sign him.
No, he
Probably
could.
not.
He could. He could.
I don't think so on a weekly basis.
it depends.
No,
It depends.
but again, we're talking about no Rodri. We're talking about
I'm saying with no Rodri because he's not a replacement for Rodri. So let's say it's Nico G. No. So you put Nico G. I think Reinders is a better partner for him, and Elliot Anderson are better partners for Nico G than Enzo Fernandez.
It'll be Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson is going to be a starter. So it's going to be Elliot Anderson's going to be one.
Elliot Anderson's a starter one. Elliot
Whether
Anderson
he's next
Enzo,
to Rodri or Nico is another
please.
thing.
And
then it'll be the third person. So it's whether that's Enzo.
I give my honest critique, not what I want to happen. I'm just giving my honest look at it. Like, I hope you lot line up with Elliot Anderson and Enzo Fernandez. I don't think that's a good pivot.
No, I don't think
they're good players, but I don't think, like, foil-wise, they're not. I think if it's a Nico G, Elliot Anderson, and then Enzo, it makes sense. But I think Cherky's better than Enzo.
No, I think Cherky starts, I think Cherky starts.
I do, but here's the thing. Not many people know this, but as an assistant manager, Maresca was our trouble-winning manager, right? And what kind of did everybody like, whoa, this city, look at what they're doing. The inverting, again, taking some of the learnings from Academy, but the inverting that we did, the 3-box-3 is what they wanted to talk about or whatever. But if it happens to be maybe a change up with regards to what we do midfield wise, because we're getting additional bodies, because we're pulling, I would assume we're going to pull the left back, not necessarily the right back. But if we got a Nico O'Reilly maybe doing that, I don't know if he's going to put Gavardio in that situation. But if we have a defender playing more in the midfielder, I can kind of see it working with an Enzo being given the liberty to get a little more forward. I don't know. There's a lot for me to still learn. I've only seen one preseason game.
And there's no actual real link, apart from the fact that Enzo
Chelsea,
was, And I think this is the problem. When you get a manager from somewhere, you're always linked to players that they've previously managed. So it's one of them things. I think for me, like, people are doing like starting lineups of City because, like, I was having a bit of a meltdown the other day, and then I looked and I thought, actually, our team's not.
Whoa, hold on,
our
Queen,
team's not actually.
Meltdown, never.
Not like a proper meltdown, but I was kind of thinking, like, what are we doing? And then I thought, actually, do you know what?
She's always having meltdowns. You lot were in the treble season. She had a meltdown.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad as it seems. Like, if you look at our starting lineup now, you've got probably. I think we're gonna. I mean, I don't know what Maresca's gonna do, but I would assume we're gonna stick similar to how we were with Pep, which would be Donnarumma. Obviously, is going to be number one. Then you've got O'Reilly on one side. You've got Nunes on the other side. Which both of them were quality last season, so I'm not mad at that. We do need backups, like you say, but in terms of starting 11, that's
young
fine.
Player of the year. We had Young Player of the Year.
Then you've got the two centre backs. I actually think our centre backs, which is, if it was up to City fans, it's going to be Vardiel and Kusanov.
Who is it for you? Who's it for you?
For me, I would go with them too as well. But I think it's going to be Diaz. I think it's going to be Diaz.
Who's it for Veta? Who's it for you? Who's the starting
Diaz is one of our captains. It's going to be him.
So, okay. When we talk about our center backs, we got Guehi, we got Diaz, Kosanov, and Gavardio. Like,
and Reese as well. Vita Reese.
And he looked good as well. I like, especially on the ball, I need to see a little bit more, but with him, with
he's a good
possession, he's very good. He's very good. I don't know where we can go with this, and I really don't have. I wouldn't have an issue with anybody.
Yeah,
I think it also depends on how we choose to attack, right?
And the game that we're playing,
and who we're playing. A lot of things in terms of City fans, like Jan was mentioning, the whole why are we playing so high up? Why are we making it easy for teams to counter? If we're going to be playing a high line, I definitely want Kosanov back there.
Yeah.
His pace is ridiculous. He goes in strong with tackles. I like, and Gavardio's no slouch either. If we go that way, I'm not mad at it. But then when I think of the leadership, and I think Ruben Diaz can get back to form.
Yeah.
I do think he can get
He's
back
single
to
now. We're gonna see a good
Is he?
Ruben Diaz.
Oh,
yeah,
was
he's
he
single.
one of those when he was in a relationship, he was bad. He was
flawless.
good.
When he's single, you
Fantastic. What
see
you mean,
Ruben
relax?
Diaz. Ruben Diaz is one of these, man. He's trying to impress the ladies. When he's in a relationship, I don't want to see him on the pitch. When
He
he's
falls off the
single,
cliff.
bring him.
We've seen
Bring
players
him.
like this before, though. Like on both sides, we've seen players like this when they're in a relationship. They've been actually Enzo Fernandez, I think, was one of them. I think when he was with his missus, I think the Chelsea lot was saying he was terrible. And then when he broke up with her, he was,
he asked for a hall pass. Yeah, he
his phone went through the roof. I hear it, man. Do what you gotta do to make you happy. You feel me? I get that.
I want to ask a question. Now we got the Queen on the show. She tunes in often. Queen, you're familiar with Flawless and obviously his panelists in the chat. When they want to bring up, obviously, when they talk football, they want to use the gal analogy, right? They want to refer to things, situations, and they'll use girl analogies. I'm curious. When you're with your girls and you're talking football, do you use like men analogies?
No. I don't really. My female friends don't really like football, which is crazy.
Okay, let me ask you a further question on what they are saying. If you was talking to two of your female colleagues who know football, for example, what would, like, analogy wise, is there something? You don't have to be like guys and men, but is there something you would use to try and correlate it in regards to analogies? Just asking how interesting Vader asked that.
No, I don't think so, you know.
And just to clarify, the reason why I use, the reason why I use the gal analogy all the time.
Wait. Flawless, you don't got to do this. Whenever Flawless says, let me clarify, he's feeling defensive. You don't need to be defensive here. It's all
just
good.
letting it be known. Nah. The reason why, so I'll give myself my props. You know why? Because I know my audience, and the thing is that is crazy is that I'll explain. I've done this where I've explained something 2 or 3 times, and there'll be people in the chat that are confused, and then I put it in a gal analogy terms, and man go, now I see what you're saying. You gotta talk man's language. One thing all men understand is females. That's one thing we understand.
We don't understand females. We don't.
Not understand them is in regards to how they move and things. I'm talking about putting in the situation.
life in the situation.
Life in the situation. If you put it as
drama,
a guy,
the challenges.
We've all been there. Like whether it's your missus, wife, girlfriends, or girl you're trying to see, whatever the case may be, or your friend's been in a situation. I'm saying everybody, 99% of us are old enough to have been in that situation, been in that situation I'm explaining, because it's happened. That's why, man, I know my audience. That's why I use the gal analogy, because I use it and man go, I see what you're saying now. I'm like, see, but when I explain it in football terms, man don't get it. You gotta talk the people's language, man. That's what it is. I'm a man of the people, Vale. That's what it is.
Oh, now you're a man of the people. Hold on, no. We haven't done this show in a while. And I have to get a few things off my chest. He jokes, clowns, he ha ha when I say that I'm taking like an approach and I'm looking at things for the people, like with a holistic. I'm thinking of others. And now he wants to sit here and say, you know what? I'm a man of the people, Vader.
No. But here the thing is, you be thinking of others when we talking elite level sport and tribalism and all this nonsense. When we're talking about our football clubs, I'm not a man of the people. Then I'm talking about in my explanations of things. I'm a man of the people. Yes, it is selective. Because I'm tribal. I'm United through and through. I'm not you who's I want the best for Manchester United.
Okay, all right. Let me.
No.
I don't
want the best for Man United.
No, I don't want the best for Man United either. I don't want the best for them, but there's a level of improvement that I want to see, because hold on.
I want to see relegation.
See, Jan's honest about it. See,
wait, you think my point of view is honest as well? We just have a different point of view. I would rather deal with and beat the heavyweight and have to, like,
I get what you're saying in terms of, like, if you win a derby when they're at their best, it's better than
when they're at their best, and I put 6 on them. This is what I want. This is what I love the most, right? When they're at their peak powers, Flawless just out the gym, everything is tight on him, he's swole, and then we beat him. That's even better than, you know what, malnourished, don't know where their next meal is.
I think that's kind of in Manchester derby history. That's kind of how it's gone. So when Man United were at the top of their powers, that's when City would try and stop them from, whether it was a draw, whatever, stop them from winning. And I feel like now City go into every derby as the favourites. That benefits United, because they're not under any pressure and they just go there and it's like, we'll try our best.
And I don't like it. Yeah.
And then they win. Like so it is one of them things. But I think, I don't know, like, I obviously wish the worst for Man United. Don't like them at all.
That's the overall point.
But
all of this is cute and nice.
It's not cute. It's just a difference of
I get what
opinion.
you're
Stop.
saying. Like,
it's cute and nice.
It's mad. It's mad
it's
because
very cute and nice.
it's
I want the
one
worst
of
for
them
Manchester
things.
City.
It's like
Apart
they
from
talk
getting
about
folded.
the Champions League final.
I don't want
and
you to
it's
get
like
folded.
it's like when we played Man United in the FA Cup final. I don't want to play United in a final because I don't want, if we lose, that they get a trophy. That's never the thing. But when you beat Man United in that final, the feeling is amazing because it's like, well, we beat Man United, but I don't want to be in that situation because we've been in that situation. Obviously, thank God we won that in the treble season. Because if we didn't, then it would have been, not that it would have taken a shine off anything because we still would have done the double. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's one of them things where we had to win that game. And then the next year when we didn't win the game in the final, it wasn't the same. Like, I was obviously annoyed.
Yeah, back to back. We had a chance of making history.
Yeah, you won the second one, yeah.
Yeah, I know we won the second
one. But because we'd won the treble, it didn't really matter the year after. But if it had gone the other way round, that would have put so much more pressure on that treble. Because it would have been, well, we lost in the final, left it. So it's just one of them things. We had to win that first one, but yeah, I don't want to play any of my rivals in a final. I'd rather lose to Crystal Palace like we did.
Oh yeah, of course, because you
than lose to Man United. Yeah, like
it's
true, but
I won the worst for City.
But clean.
Yeah, because it might look worse that we've lost to Palace in a final, but it didn't hurt as much as losing to Man United. You know what I mean? It's one of them things. It's like fair play to Palace. They turned up. They won the trophy. It is what it is.
For it to feel so great, it's got to be a great moment. This is the thing. Listen, when we Jan, let me talk to Jan.
Yeah, talk to Jan. Please do.
When we did the 6-1, right? Why always me? You know, Balotelli and all that stuff. That was United, like powerful. You know what I mean? That was us. Yeah. So like victories like that, slappings like that.
What year was that? Was that 11?
2012.
11.
2012. Okay.
2011, 12. Yeah, it was 20. I think it was 2012.
Right.
It was in the second part of the season. We won the league. Oh no. It was the first one because we won 6-1 and then we beat you 1-0 with Company, and that was right at the end. And then we went on to win the league. So yeah, it was 11-12 season.
That went us at our peak of our powers, but carry on.
No, that's when it was. I mean, you won the league the year after, but that was just more because Fergie went to win it.
Okay, it's not not peak. Okay, listen. Peak powers treble. What are the chances of you being peak treble power and us being
that
peak?
Was peak of United power.
That's the point.
I'm just saying, you guys weren't weak like when
I'm just saying, we weren't weak, but that is definitely one of the weaker. You want to go back to the title winning side, I'll have to check how much.
That was the end of Fergie. End of Fergie's reign.
It's definitely one of our weaker Premier League winning sides. 100%. That 2011 side.
The peak of the powers was the 12. What was it? 08-09 when you won the treble and we beat you home and away. And that was on my birthday when Benjani scored 2-1. That was like peak United. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 07-08.
07-08, yeah.
So
that was like peak United.
And all I'm saying,
Manchester. Yeah, you're here for Manchester. The people going. This is gonna be good.
All I'm saying is victories like that.
That was on my 17th birthday. That game, we'd not won at Man United. We'd not won at Old Trafford. Like, I don't think in my lifetime. And then we went and won. That was mad. I was in Blackpool.
Go.
I still remember that day.
If City could ever go into a derby as favourites, he said, "Not in my lifetime." Now it's every time.
That was a nice quote from back in the day. But
yeah.
Queen, I want to mention this real quick. Flawless. I want to say this because unfortunately I'm short on time, but I want to ask. You kind of do the Vader. You want the best for everything.
Cool.
Vinny coming to Arsenal?
No, fuck off.
Hold on. Hear me out.
Go on, I want to hear this.
Vinny coming to Arsenal. Take away the Arsenal part. Vinny coming to the Prem, right? We know that this league is just printing money. We know that this league gets all the eyeballs. Most viewed games happens to be from the Prem. Vinny coming to the Prem strengthens that much more, which means more money for us. Also, if you have a star going from La Liga to coming to the Prem, think of what that means to other players down the road. I also want to mention this. What Arsenal are trying to flex right now, they're saying, you know what? Arsenal aren't the richest club in the Prem, right? We know that they don't splash money like that. We saw what Liverpool just did last season. They splashed crazy money. But Arsenal showing the ability to spend money like this, right, is then a fix up Real Madrid, fix up everybody over at La Liga, because the Prem can flex the money and pull your stars. So I think if Vinny were to come to Arsenal, because the image rights now is kind of like everybody can spend the same money. Real Madrid, arguably, they can spend the same money as us, let's say, but they're able to do that because they don't relinquish as much of the image rights, right? So they're able to collect some of that money from the image rights and then pay the player. If it's learned, like, listen, Real Madrid don't really spend money like that because their deals are really different than what's hoping after Prem. We're going to be flexing and pulling a lot more of these guys. I like the domino effect that can happen here, right? Queen, I like to step back. Everybody's walking this way. I like to just wait. Why is everybody walking this way? Let me analyze this. Let me look at something different. You know what? I'm walking this way. I think Vinny coming to the Prem, it's not as bad. It's not, it's doomsday, everything's over. I really don't. We don't know how Arteta deals with egos. We don't know how the locker room, the clubhouse is going to deal with him coming over here and being the guy. It's not Saka. It's not Rice. We know if Vinny goes over to Arsenal, it's all him. Record transfer, all the expectations, big salary. I want to see how this, again, I know Arteta won the Prem. He's still inexperienced, right? We don't. There was a reason why he sent out all of the stars when he was trying to build this Arsenal. Aubameyang, I can't deal with. No, you got to go.
Aubameyang.
Let's see how he deals with a Vinny coming.
Do you know what?
Arsenal.
Do you know what I think? I think. I don't know. I think with Arsenal. Do you know what? Obviously, I don't want to improve anyone in the Prem because I want my team to win. And I think him coming to Arsenal improves Arsenal massively. Even if he doesn't score that many goals, even if whatever, like Vinny's a problem to deal with. We have to deal with Vinny a lot as a City team. We have to fucking deal with Vinny. I've seen enough of Vinny for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them things, right? He improves them. So automatically their chance of winning the league go up. Whoever signs Vinny, even if Vinny came to City, our chances go up, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think in terms of, I don't think City would sign Vinny for a couple of reasons. I think one of the reasons is the wages, because we've already got Haaland on crazy wages. If you have two of them on crazy wages, it's not really going to work. The reason why Arsenal is saying they can afford him is because a lot of their players aren't on great wages, which, like you say, the knock-on effect of that could be big. But then I don't think Arsenal players, that I think they know they're not on a level of a Real Madrid. So I think their players know that Vinny's going to be on wage. It's kind of like our players with Haaland. They don't kick off about Haaland's wages because Haaland is a superstar. I think Vinny is on the tier below a superstar. Like, I think the only superstars are like Messi, Ronaldo, and then you've got like Haaland, Mbappe, Neymar, them sort of names.
Okay, yeah.
And then I think underneath it, you've got like your De Bruyne, you've got Vinny. You could argue at some point De Bruyne, was, but I know it. And Salah's another one, because when you go, how because like I go all around the world for work. And like you always see, like you go to like shops and they've got like these little like bobbleheads, and it's always Haaland. Sometimes it's Vinny, to be fair. You do see one or two, but a lot of the time it's Pele or someone like that. Do you know what I mean? You see Neymar, you see Salah, you see Ronaldo, you see Messi. You see these names. So it's one of them things. And like you can tell, like even being in the stadium when there's a superstar, you can tell you're in the stadium with a superstar, like Mbappe. Like, to be fair, Mbappe, when he came the other day, like he was warming up, and like our fans were like, the girl that I sit with was chatting him up in French, and he was there blushing on the sidelines. But that is what it is. But like, do you know what I mean? Like you can tell, like this is when like people start taking pictures, and you're like, well, they're on their opposition team. Like when Messi comes, and it's a bit like, I want to kind of get a picture of Messi, which is mad because he's playing against you, sort of thing. So it's one of them sort of things. So yeah, but Vinny is still I don't think them Arsenal players would look at Vinny and think. I think they'd know he's on a different level to them. I think they would know that.
I agree.
So I don't think it would cause too much internal issues.
On,
the only thing is someone like a Saka now, who is their star boy, if he comes and demands the number 7, what happens then? I don't think he does. I don't think he does though, Vinny. I don't think he does demand it. But I'm saying if he did, that's when you might see a bit of issues. But I don't. But I think Saka would know he's not on that level. I think he would know.
I don't know. I don't listen. I
think he would know that.
Know. The reason why I'm really curious to see what happens here is because we've seen how Arteta has moved.
Dastardly guy, yo.
I'm not dastardly. I'm very curious. I'm a curious.
It just like as you're talking, I'm like, where's this angle going? And it just clicked. Go on, carry on.
No. I'm not. No, this isn't.
And by the way, to the person in the comments, I'm not saying Haaland is on the level of Messi. I'm saying he's a superstar. Messi is a superstar. Yeah. Haaland is a superstar. You can say it whether you don't want to. I fly around the world for a living.
Tell him.
You see, Haaland is fucking everywhere. The same way Messi is everywhere. Ronaldo is everywhere. Neymar is everywhere. These players are everywhere. And even the World Cup. Like, I turn on my TV at the Marriott Hotel and Haaland is on my screen. You know, I go 100%. On my phone, Haaland is on my screen. Like, Haaland as much as whether you rate him as the best player, there might be players that are better than him.
He's the best goal scorer we've ever seen in our lives.
You can argue to an extent, I think Kane's better. Kane is not on the superstardom level of Haaland, regardless of how good you think. Same with, we've had Aguero. I rate Aguero so highly, but he wasn't a superstar. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
We've been spoiled.
I think when
he struggled in Europe, I hear it.
There's a difference between players, and I think with Haaland, like, and it's not even about like, because Haaland plays for Norway, but he was probably the most popular guy at the World Cup. That says 100%. A lot. That says a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Go on, Vale. Go on, carry on. Say what you're saying about.
Sorry, go on.
So again, you guys, I'm not trying to do anything extra. I'm really
don't talk it into existence.
No, I got no influence. But I do want, and maybe this is a precautionary tale to the Arsenal fans. All of them are like, get Vinny here. Look, we're flexing. It's going to be the best signing or the most impactful or record signing the league's ever seen. Okay, relax with all that. But I want to see Vinny with the spotlight of the league on him. We've all seen, you guys are there over in the UK. You see how the press deal with superstars and the expectations that they put, the questions that they ask, the professionalism that they require. I want to see Vinny do this. I want to see Arsenal fans defend it. I want to see Arteta manage it. And I want to see Arteta now have a team where, again, is it going to be expansive football? Is it going to be to the strengths of a Vinny, or is he going to be made to be another cog in this well-run defensive system?
You know the answer to that question, Vale.
I want to see
you know the answer to that question.
I don't know the answer.
You know the answer. You're a very intelligent individual. And
I am, but I don't know the answer.
I'm with you because you mentioned there about the spotlight being on Vinny when he's over here. And I'm glad you actually said this because I've been thinking the same thing in regards to it. Do I think if Vinny joins Arsenal, which is still a big if, do I think he's successful? Yeah. Yes. Do I think he reaches the heights he's supposed to? No. And not necessarily, not because of his skill.
Flawless. Hold on. No. Relax with that. No. We gotta wait. Let's see whether this happens, and then we'll peel the onion layer by layer. Because shout out to Pusha T. When it comes down to Vinny,
nice reference.
When it comes down to Vinny now, and this price tag or this salary, whatever it's going to require for him to come over here, best believe, and Queen, you know this. When Haaland came over here, right? We've won our Prems, but we hadn't won the UCL. All the talk was, again, it wasn't even record. It wasn't even a record that's expected. But all the talk was he's coming to City to deliver the UCL. Nothing else is going to matter. You won the Prem before. He's brought over, and he did that year one. Flawless.
Cool.
Again, okay, maybe I am a little diabolical. I want if he is signed, just a little bit. I want if he is signed to have that on his shoulders. I want Arsenal now to have to let them get a proper draw and not a weak draw like that. Let's see them get to a final again with Vinny.
But now you're right in regards to that will be the expectation, not to only go and repeat. Is him to perform well, him to get a certain amount of goals, him to get assists, and it is on the Champions League. And here the thing is,
he's going to have to be in the He's going to have to be in the Golden Boot race. He's going to have to be in the belt. I want all of it.
I don't think it's his lack of talent and his lack of skill. I think it's Arteta.
Oh no! We ain't blaming Arteta if Vinny comes over here and puts in a stinker.
No, he'll have to. The thing is,
it has no impact. No.
We're not blaming
Arteta. That's the thing. And they're more likely to win the
keep going. Keep going.
Don't
cut off the queen. Don't cut the queen off.
I'm not saying.
He's trying to shush you. He's trying to shush you. I don't like that.
I'm not saying this thing. Yeah, you tried to do that to her last time. You feel me?
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You clocked it last time.
No, I didn't.
I should have clipped that shit. I should have clipped that. But the point is that I'm making is that I don't think Arteta gives Vinny the best possible platform to succeed. That's why I say.
And why would Vinny choose Arsenal then? Because his representatives, his agents have to be making a decision what's best for their athlete, for their player. If he comes over here as a mercenary, because again, flawless, and again, my time's short. Listen, from all reports, rumors, speculations, all reports, what we're hearing is Vinny does not want to leave Real Madrid. He doesn't. He has there's a certain number that he wants to get to. Now, Arsenal, if the only reason, because Vinny's not saying he wants Arsenal, Vinny is saying he wants Real Madrid. You guys better get this deal done now. Get this deal done. If you have to pay, if you have to treat him like a mercenary, do it. Because and again, I know Real Madrid aren't going to keep him there, because heaven forbid, if Vinny happens to do what might happen over here at Manchester City and do a run out his contract and be a free agent, Vinny is not choosing you, Arsenal, if he's a free agent next year. He is not. So put in the biggest bundle, the biggest package. What?
If Vinny's available, you think you join Jula?
You know what? I
know this guy. See, people, you can't kid out. Know him very well.
Do you know what I would say? There's a few things, because like, it's interesting with like English football fans, because a lot of them are kind of stuck in this thing where they see City in a different way to how other people see City. Like Real Madrid, like if you listen to Real Madrid players talk about Man City, you don't really hear anything other than respect. Like they talk quite highly about us. I remember Vinny was talking about the Etihad and how it's crazy, and he nearly joined in with the chants and all that.
When they were chanting KDB, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like, same with Rodrigo. Like I was saying earlier before you got on, like I've never heard a Real Madrid player say City he said something like City are the best team in the world or something. I think when we around the treble time, it's like you don't hear that from Real Madrid players. So I think just because a lot of Premier League fans don't see City as being great, the Real Madrid players actually don't think that way. And actually, Vinny is Brazilian. Like, I don't know if you've been to Brazil, but like Rio Airport, there's only one Premier League team that they sell shirts for, and it's Man City. You don't see other teams. And I have a group of friends. I have a group of friends from Brazil. And there was like 20 of them, and they all support a Brazilian team and Man City. Man City has a lot of fans in Brazil. Like he's come to games. He's been to a game with me. He's been to a game with my dad. Like he lives in near Rio-ish. So like, yeah, I have literally friends out there that are City fans in Brazil. So City are massive in Brazil. So even if Vinny is not necessarily like, I want to join City, like he wouldn't turn his nose up at Man City the way fans make out like he would. Would he join under Maresca? Probably not. Does he join under Pep? 100%. So I think it depends on the situation. The thing is, if he becomes a free agent, which is unlikely, Madrid will get that deal signed or they will get rid. They're not trying to be in a situation in 6 months where they've not got a leg to stand. They're not going to do that. Like, they will get rid now, which puts Arsenal in a good position, because Arsenal are the team that have come forward like, we're going to sign you.
Yeah.
I think if he did come up as a free agent, we're not the only club interested. Arsenal are not the only club interested.
True.
So it depends where Vinny wants to go.
They can't risk it though. Arsenal cannot risk that. They better put out the big bucks right now.
Yeah, if they want him, they have to get him now. Yeah, because I think if other teams come in for him, he's very good friends with. Okay, he's friends with Gabriel Jesus, but Gabriel Jesus is not someone that's staying at Arsenal. Like, he's not going to stay there long term. He's also very good friends with Haaland, so
yes,
it's one of them things. Yeah,
in terms
I don't think he would pick Arsenal over City unless
listen, his representatives, when you take a step back and you think about what's best for your career, right? What's best for your style of play? We still need to see what Maresca does, right? We need to see whether Arteta changes things up. But if it's anything like what he did last season,
maybe it's changed. Sorry, that guy in the comments. Maybe it's changed. I haven't been to Brazil for 2 years now, but when I went, it was literally Brazil, Man City. I think that was before sort of Bruno G became as big.
True.
But I think there was a Newcastle shirt.
I don't think neither of the managers he will be playing for will will give him a best possible platform to succeed. I think Madrid's better, but it's not the best. Go on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, and Vinny's had his Ballon d'Or season. It was a very good season, right? But I think he would play so much better as well if there was that center forward or that striker in that position, because then you got two people to worry about defensively. Does he have that if he goes to Arsenal? I don't believe so. No, I know.
It depends what he wants. If he wants to be the main guy, he's not going to be the main guy. Go to Arsenal. City.
If he wants to be the main guy, no one testing him, nobody questioning him, no one doubting who the alpha is, go to Arsenal. But he's not going to get that coming to City. He's not going to be the main guy. He's not going to be the only alpha coming to City. So if that's what he wants, then he's going to make that choice. But again, will he be the mercenary? And again, if he goes on any type of record signing, Flawless, I know Flawless is going to do this. I know everybody that tunes into Flawless, his panel shows. I know when he's talking with the Mendem, when it comes down to the expectations on Vinny, it's going to be, you're delivering everything.
It'd be like Haaland. It'd be like Haaland when Haaland came.
You can't go for a record fee and not have Sky High. And that's any club. If you join City, if you join Arsenal, if it was Chelsea, if it was Liverpool, if it was Manchester United, of course he's going to. But Vale, I know you gotta go. Shout out your channel. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff. Links in the chat. Links in the title.
Please subscribe. I know the shows haven't popped off yet, but when the season kicks off, we're gonna have a few things. My graphic team just put this together. You see a level. You're gonna be seeing some new things. You know what? Let me take myself off screen because
let me see what it says. So it says 1 Champions League, 10. Is that Premier League titles? 10 Premier League titles, 1 FIFA Club World Cup, 1 European Cup Winners' Cup. I didn't even know you had the Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah.
UEFA Super Cup. I didn't know. 8 FA
we
Cups.
We won all 5. We won the treble and then we won 2 more.
Why is it disrespectful to not? I don't be following you lot's history like that to know if you lot won a Cup Winners' Cup.
You need to know your proper.
I don't. That's on you. You the City fan. You need to know your City's history.
Listen,
like if you saying to me, I didn't know United had a Cup Winners' Cup, I'd be like, all right, first. I'd be saying, what year did we win it? And you was like,
I wouldn't ask you. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the Super Cup. The European Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah, we won that in the 60s.
See, I didn't know that.
It's a long time. Yeah, a long time ago. That was when my dad was a kid.
Carry on. Shout out.
So the Silent Investor's been helping out tremendously. We're going to have some new graphics. We're coming up with some new show concepts. Wow. I'm definitely going to be sending out some more invites to get polite, respectful conversations with the ops. I'm going to send out the Flawless, his people, talk to my people. We'll get something going. If I happen to be able to work it out, because again, I've been doing some research. There happens to be a lot of, again, I don't want to objectify anyone, right?
Cool.
There happens to be a lot of male viewers that tend to tune into my show. I do want to have proper conversations with regards to football, and I want my male viewers to understand that there's very knowledgeable female fans out there. If schedules can work out, I would love to have the Queen on there, have a proper conversation.
Of course.
Very much enjoy that she's exclusive to Sarcasm City TV, but maybe my peoples can talk to her peoples and we can get something done on the side. But listen, bless up each and every one of you. I enjoy this every time. Yo, I'll catch you next show.
Blessings. I'll definitely catch up with you soon. Of course, if any big City news breaks, I'll give you a shout and we'll sort it. But me and Veta are going to keep the show running throughout the summer
100%.
months, and of course when the Premier League and Champions League and everything kicks back off, we'll be there and that. And yo, Vader, I'm with you this year, man. Champions League, man. I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, let me get myself back on camera for that.
Let me get back on camera. I'm there. There we go. Spud me, man.
There we go. Yes, you're back. You're back.
There we go. Back in the champs.
More than 40 games this season. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Queen. Next time.
Blessings, Veta. Big up. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. The link is literally in the title. So you just click the link, opens up a new tab, and that'll take you to Veta's channel. Let me get to these last few super chats.
Can I just say on the comments, quickly, you guys using the Arsenal's a bigger club than City is irrelevant when you're talking about signing Vinny. Vinny's coming from Real Madrid. So, like, in comparison, if he's going from Real Madrid to Arsenal,
it's already
as
well.
Drastic downgrade.
What we were talking about was that the context was him available on a free. So what we were saying, people, is he don't join Arsenal, and then he's in 2027. That was the context. Could he join City? Yes. Could he join Arsenal? Also, yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't say this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't say he won't join Arsenal because it depends what he wants. If he wants to go and be the main guy at a club, joining Man City is not going to happen because Haaland is going to be the main guy at City. So that's not why he would be coming. He'd be coming for another reason. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them things. I think a lot of Brazilians go where other Brazilians are. We don't really have Brazilians anymore. Like in the past when we had like Rubinho, Alano was there, Joe was there. We had players that were Brazilian at that time that he was friends with. We don't have anyone, so it'd only be Haaland that would attract Vinny from his friend point of view. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think when they're coming from Real Madrid, I don't think that he's going to care about who's a bigger club out of Arsenal and Man City, because at the end of the day, he's going to be thinking about where he can win. It doesn't matter what Arsenal won in the 30s. He wants to win now. And this is the thing. United are a bigger club than Arsenal, but he's not going to join Man United over Arsenal. Doesn't matter whose club is bigger. This is the thing. Footballers, they go where it benefits them, not where it was good 100 years ago. Or, do you know what I mean? Even being the champions, like, yeah, you can say we're the champions, but if you don't become the champions next season, then he can't flex your title from last year. It's not going to work. He has to win it himself. So, yeah. I don't know.
Big up my guy Joey for the raid, man. Web Sports. Make sure everyone who's here already subscribes. Make sure you hit the like button. Everybody joining over from the raid United City show. We're gonna close out in 10 to 15 minutes. Well, you
and for what it's worth, I do think Vinny stays at Real Madrid. By the way, guys, I do think he stays. We're just saying hypothetically if he was to leave. Why? Yeah, I don't think he. I think he is going to sign that new deal because Real Madrid are not going to let him just run down. It's not going to happen. He'll either sign the new deal or they'll sell him for big money. And Arsenal seem to be the only club interested at the moment.
We'll find out. People are at 86. We're at 86 likes. Let's get up to triple digits. 87 now. So let's get up to 100 likes. Hit that subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell. Pay the tax when you enter the city, people. It's free. Let's hit that like button, that thumbs up. Let's get that to 100. And we're 9 short of 17,130. That's the subscriber target. So I know there's at least 9 of you lot who have not subscribed. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell, people. Also, if you're watching and you don't have an account, you have an email address. Use it. Sign up real quick. And then subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because then you'll know every single time that we do go live. All right, let's see. Let me get to the rest of these before I talk on United real quick, people. 1 second. Where we at? Big up Blank for the super chat. My guy Blank. Hey. Smoke emojis, fire emojis, man, for my applause emojis in the chat. For my guy Blank says Money Mace, perfect for a high line, 10 hard vibes. Big up, man, every single time.
With all these super chats, you could buy Money Mace yourself.
Nah, Money, we trying to sell him. That's the thing. We trying to sell him. That's what it is. Big up my guy Blank says Highline Money Mace Vader is written in the stars. Sorry I didn't get to him on this one, but Blank, I'll let him know 100%. Goes on to say, but we want the best for City. Money Mace to City. Hey, big up, man. I hear you, Blank. I'm fully on board with it. So I appreciate all the super chats as well. SBO2 asked earlier, and he was in regards to we talking about United and Who is the third midfielder? Who knows, people? Your guess is as good as mine. One thing I will state and continue to state and have been saying is that United will sign a midfielder. Who that midfielder is, I don't know. I think we signed a midfielder. I think we signed a left back. I've seen fans in my live streams, over live streams, social media talking about United. They don't think United are going to sign anybody else. I keep saying this. Why?
No, but they said that United said they were going to wait, innit? Because they didn't want to overpay or something. So they wanted to wait and see. That's what I heard, but I don't know.
Yeah, and that's rumors that I've heard as well. But even that is saying wait and see. Like, people,
who have you signed? Have you signed anyone?
Tillman, Santos.
Oh,
they're the two. They're the main two. The backup goalkeeper, but it's a backup keeper. So when we're talking seriousness, them two. So
okay.
What I'm saying is like, I see United fans saying, "Oh, we're done in the window." When have United ever been done by like the start of August? People?
Yeah, City fans are saying the same thing.
The City fans saying the same thing. Like, oh, the business.
They're talking about like Anderson and Buadi, and then with Sabinho, it's more if Sabinho leaves. That's why we're being linked with Neto now, because it's like if he leaves, we get someone else. But I don't know, because the thing is, Sabinho should have been sold by now. Like, he's wanted to go for a while. Tottenham have wanted him for a while. Like, that should have been done. I don't know why I don't know why every signing is dragging out so long. Do you know what I mean? Just even Bruno G to Arsenal, that was like confirmed a long time ago, and then it's only just getting done now. And it's like, these signings, why are they taking 75 years to get through? Like, I miss the old days where you'd say, oh, such and such is available, and the next day they'd be signed.
It's because teams are gonna, it's a seller's market. Teams are gonna pay the money. But back to what I was saying about Manchester United as well, in regards to it, and just fans saying, "Oh, we're done." Who that third midfielder is, I don't know. Obviously, I get asked about this daily. Who's your preferences? I've given my preferences. Who I want. We definitely need a left back. I think we sign a left back. I think we sign a central midfielder. Who those players are, I don't know. But again, I will judge Ineos and judge the club at the end of the window. Fans are losing their minds about it, and like, oh, we're not going to sign anybody else. Like I'm saying, based off of what? Why? Where is that coming from that you think Manchester United all of a sudden it's hit August and they're going, you know what, 2 signings were good. It's not moving at a pace I would like. No, it's not moving at a pace I would like. I prefer Manchester
Everyone's
United
pretty
right
slow.
Now.
Apart from even Real Madrid signed that Jan, and then he's not signed apparently.
Yeah, you're talking about Diamande. Like I prefer United to have all our players right now there at pre-season, but it don't work like that. This is not Football Manager. This is not FIFA. So unfortunately, United are pretty much where I expected them to be, unfortunately. And that's not me. I don't like it. That's just me accepting of what they are. I keep saying this and will continue to say this. I deal with Manchester United as they are, not what I want them to be. That's why when people say, oh, I expected 5-6 players at this point. Why? What made you think, man, it's now the 5th of August. By the 5th of August, 1:17 a.m. UK time 2026, that United would have had 5 players through the door. What made you think that? Where did you get that? People can say they expect it. I'm like, yo, what did you expect it, or something they wanted? Why did you expect that? What evidence had you seen prior, the last 2 windows, that this ownership has been here, that made people believe, that made you believe like that United were going to do that? You have to set realistic expectations, because the club show you who they are. The club show us, Manchester United Football Club show us who they are. Have shown us who they are over the last 2 windows. And this window will be key. And guess what? If we don't go and get the right recruitment, then we know what they are when we crash on them and we criticize heavy. It's like, what are we talking about? To Blank, who says, if we're lucky, we get 2 more. I think we get 2 more, though. And if we end up with 4, as much as I'd like a centre-back, if you run me a central midfielder and a left-back, I don't think we're lucky. I think we will, Blank. I think we get 2 more signings minimum. Maybe a 3rd. Because they seem pretty adamant, like I keep stating, about a left winger. But I think we signed a central midfielder. I think we signed a left back. Because we'll probably sell Harry Amas. That leaves us short. Dog, who they see as a backup winger, and then move. Maybe we get a forward if Xerxes moves on. But I don't think it's a lucky thing. Like United did this last summer. I keep saying this. This time last summer, we signed 2 players. We signed Mbeumo and we signed Cunha. Sesko was early August. He hadn't signed yet. And Lamens was a deadline day signing. He was the 1st of September. The season had already started. Do I think Lewis Hall is realistic this summer? No. I don't think he's realistic with some. No, I don't, because I don't see what the issue is. What? Like,
it's
I
the
don't.
way you were like, no.
Yeah, I had to think about it. I had to think about it. I'm like, because that seems like a pretty straightforward deal. That's a
Yeah, I
pretty
think
straightforward
everything
deal.
nowadays, even the most straightforward transfers, are just not like. Even James Trafford apparently hasn't left City yet.
But they're
Like,
not. But here the thing is, they're not straightforward, Jan.
no.
Because I keep saying this about Lewis Hall. I don't think the club, Manchester United, are as sold on Lewis Hall as I am. I would pay 65, 70 million, 60, 65, 70 million for Lewis Hall.
Yeah.
I don't believe the club will pay that. Same way with what's it called? Use the other one, Kone. Kone, they was quoting 45, 50, 55 million.
Yeah.
I would happily see United pay 40, 50, 55 million for Kone. I don't think the club want to pay that, which is cool. Yeah. Go to the alternative then. I'm just saying bring in a left back. My preference is Lewis Hall. But if you bring in another left back, I'm cool with that. Last summer, we needed a goalkeeper. I wanted Emi Martinez from Villa. They decided not to go and get Emi Martinez. They went and signed Lamens. Cool, Lamens worked out. I didn't know anything about Lamens. So I was like, all right, let's see how it plays out. The point is, bring me a quality.
Yeah, just bring back. Someone. Yeah.
Bring me quality.
That's the problem with. That's the problem with City though, because like they'd rather like leave gaps than just bring someone in, and then it's like just causes, because what happens is if you're short, so like if we start the season with Nunes at right back and Nunes gets injured, then we're stuck basically. Do you know what I mean? So it's like we need to bring in a right back, whether they are much better than Nunes and end up taking his spot in this, I don't know, but like you have to bring someone in. So I think that's more important. Like obviously we've got midfielders, we're getting midfielders, that's fine. If you look at City's like starting 11, like I was saying before, like it's not actually that bad if you look at it. Like we've got Haaland up front, who's the best in the game, and there's no one better than Haaland in the league anyway. And then you've got Doku on one side. Doku's decent. Then you've got Semenyo. I think Semenyo gets better this season under Maresca. Midfield, you've got options. You've got Cherky. You've got, we've discussed the midfield all the time, but we've got decent players. I think we need more goal scorers personally. People that are going to put the ball in the back of the net. We need that. And then we've got defensively, we're all right for centre-backs. Like City's centre-backs, we're all right. Like we've lost quite a few of them, but a lot of them that left were older or, at the end of their career, like Ake, Kanji and Stones. So we got younger players in, so that's fine. And then it's just that full-back position where it's like we've always had problems at full-back. So I don't know what will happen, but that's where I would be if I'm a City, if I'm involved for City. I mean, left back's not too bad because Vardiol can play there. So because we've got good coverage for centre backs, we could play like Gai, Kusanov and Vardiol if we needed to. So left is fine, but the right side, that's where we got more. I mean, Kusanov has played like right back, but he's not a right back. Do you know what I mean? So we need,
what you're saying here is, you lot are in, obviously it's different areas on the pitch, but you lot are in like the same scenarios.
Yeah, we need to get.
We'll see. I'm not, like I said, that's why I'm not losing my mind or like worrying about like what's going on. End of the window. I keep saying this, people. End of the window. I'll either
what the club that I can't understand really is Liverpool.
Yeah,
because you've got Van Dijk, who obviously Van Dijk's like top quality, but he's also getting on, right? Then you've got Kanate, who's now left. So it's like centre back wise, like what?
Yeah, they stink.
They're in trouble. Like if they don't fix that, because one injury to Van Dijk and it's peak.
Yeah, but it's curtains, and that's what we love to hear. And on that bombshell, we go.
And then they've got
Liverpool. Hold that, man. Scrubs. That's what it is. Love it. Hold that. Absolute. Scrubs,
they will get someone in surely, but it's mad. You know who they should sign, who I don't want them to sign, but they should sign. They should be going after Laporte, because I'd be buying Laporte if we needed a centre back, because he's still quality.
Wait, Saudi?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but I think I think he would though. I think he would come back. If City went in for him, I think he'd come back to City.
Yeah, because he has an emotional connection to you lot. But it's like, all that big money to go.
I don't think he would go to Liverpool. I'm just saying, if I was them, I'd be going for someone like that because he's experienced as well and he's a good player. But They probably want someone younger. I think they'll get someone younger, but still.
We'll see, man. Yeah, hopefully it all goes tits up. But people, that's my thoughts on it in regards to United. I keep saying the same thing over and over again.
I don't want Liverpool to do well either. I'm just saying it's like it's a bit mad. Yeah. And Isak, I saw a video of him the other day. Like them injuries of like, I don't know if he's gonna be okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you should have went Liverpool, mate. Should have stayed at Newcastle. But yeah, like I've been saying, people about United, end of the window, man. Come the 1st of September, 2nd of September is when I address it. It's currently now the 5th. But we are going to close out. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Beta Games TV. Big up to Joey for the raid. Web Sports, make sure you subscribe. Shouts to Jan every single time.
Oh, yeah, he's at Bilbao. He was in Saudi. He's at Bilbao.
Oh, he's in Bilbao. Maybe they can go get him, man. Run up the likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Blank, big up for all the super chats. I appreciate you. Shout out to my guy Blank. Big up SBO2 was here. Big up all the moderators. Big up all the members. Big up all the regulars as well. All the new people. It is rolled to 18,000 subscribers right here on Sarcasm City TV. The aim is 20K by the end of the year. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, people. Did we hit right? We're at 7 short now. So make sure you look. Spoken on Ahmad. What about Ahmad? To Doku in the chat. What about Ahmad? Let me know. If you got a question about Ahmad, quick, I'll answer it. What's the question about Ahmad? If you've got it. So you said you've spoken about Ahmad. What about him in regards to him? If you got something. But yeah, big up Common. Like I say, big up to all the regulars. Everyone in the chat, man. Moderators, members, all that good stuff. I know I didn't get to the chat as much because Jan had a lot to say. They had a lot to say. We're going to keep these shows on the road, though, during the summer months, and then of course when the season starts back as well. Yo, Doku, let me know, man. What you saying in the chat? Because you said you spoken on Ahmad. People, we are gonna read. Don't go anywhere because we are gonna redirect to my bro Sheik because he is still live for Mud Brothers. So make sure you put Sarcasm City TV raid in his chat, people, because he's live right now. He's over there. He's got some scrubs on there, you know, Jez, Sai, and Prime. So yeah, you got a holy trio of scrubs over there. So yeah, man, go keep my bro Sheik company as well. Flawless thoughts on his output after one season drop off. But he didn't really drop off because he was playing at wing back. But he's playing as he's going to be playing for the first time at Manchester United as someone who's going to play significant minutes as an out and out winger. So now he has to produce more in regards to output, and I believe he will. He's a talented individual. So I don't worry about him. In all the games we'll be playing, I don't worry about him performance-wise, and I don't worry about him from an output perspective. And also, I believe we'll be a better team, which will help him as well. So that's what I'd say on that. That's what I'd say. Yeah, but yeah, people. All right. I think Sheik's not even, you know what? I'm still going to send you over there anyway, over to Sheik. But yeah, big up to everyone that's locked in. Sarcasm City TV raid in Sheik's chat, people. And this has been, wait, make sure he's still live. Yes, people. And this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And again, Sarcasm City TV raid in Sheik's chat. Big up.